is that quieter? Alright, everyone, welcome to another episode of Timone Show. I am here today with two of my all-time favorite guests, Jake, Antonio. How's it going, guys?
I think, oh wait, Jake's back. I'm doing good.
There we go. My headphones are tripping.
I can barely hear you. I can hear Tonio.
Pretty sure you can hear me eating a cheeseburger too.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Let me check. Let me see. Let me check my mic real quick. Say it again.
Yeah. I'm here.
Is Luna joining us?
No, Lou wasn't gonna join. She said she was behind on everything. So, and what she's
right.
behind on is we're gonna talk about a bunch of comic book shows. Like, most of the Arrowverse has just ended. We're waiting on Supergirl. It's got about two more left or one more left.
Yeah. The Flash just recently ended, so that one we can talk about.
Arrow, Flash, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Gotham, all those have ended. So we can talk about all those.
For sure.
Huh?
I said sure.
All right. And probably, what would you say is probably the least favorite out of our collective bunch? Arrow?
I'd say the least favorite ending is probably The Flash.
The least
right
favorite
now.
ending, but I'm just saying as a show in general.
It's most likely going to be Arrow. They're getting better. They're starting to have the last two seasons were good. So
because we'll do some like whole story breakdowns, whatever. So we'll start out with Arrow. Save the best for last. Which would either be Gotham or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. probably.
I'm way behind on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., by the way.
That's fine, dude. We've spoiled everything in group chats and stuff, or at least I did a lot.
No, I haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. yet, so you guys can go ahead and spoil for me. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd say let's make Gotham last because it seems like it has the most impactful ending out of all of them.
Yeah. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. really could have ended on this. It didn't need to be picked up for another half season, but it's cool that it did. It didn't need to, though. The ending for it was actually pretty solid. All right, on to Arrow. This dude is never gonna be able to save the city. As much as he tries and tries and tries, he was never gonna be able to save the city. And I don't know. It's not necessarily his fault. I think he needs to stop being Arrow. I think he needs to pass on the mantle to Diggle officially. And
Are you recording it? You didn't do your intro.
I'm recording all this stuff.
Well, okay, so the Diggle thing, honestly, that went on way too long, and it's like it got to the point where I'm just thinking, okay, Diggle, it's not that big a deal, man. You're out there doing the same thing. You can't shoot an arrow. I mean, just take your crossbow out there. What difference does it make?
That whole PTSD fucking bullshit, that was, oh my god,
I mean, that was fine, I guess. I mean, he got over it eventually, but I just feel like him wanting the mantle of Green Arrow just went on entirely too long. And, it was fine for a little bit, but then it's like he started bitching about it.
And during the circumstance, him, not even be able to, fight well and stuff at the time, you really want to be Green Arrow right now? But, Diggle as Green Arrow is usually pretty solid, because he's been Green Arrow in other seasons for, a couple episodes and stuff, and he's usually pretty solid. But, the characters were just, pretty, way over the top this season. And, I don't know, it kind of felt...
So
It kind of felt comic booky, but yeah.
I kind of felt like they might have it kind of got screwed a little bit. I think because DC pulled Deathstroke like right before they were able to finish the storyline
Yeah,
with
like right
Slade
in
and
the
his
middle of
son.
a really good arc.
Yeah, so they pulled them,
Yeah.
and so I feel like they were scrambling to like fill up that time. So they ended up. I think the NTA New Team Arrow stuff went on longer than probably planned. Caden James probably got stretched out way past what they were going to do because that went on entirely too long, in my opinion. The Caden James
For sure.
stuff, and I think Richard Dragon should have emerged as a villain by the mid-season finale. That would have been much better.
That would have, and then they could have just had an entire half season of just the dragon, and them trying to deal with him.
Yeah, because like the Caden James stuff is like, why haven't you stopped him yet? I mean, you got, is he really that much better in tech stuff than Felicity and the other her mini me twin? Like you got them working against him, and then you
and Curtis.
And your team. And Curtis is like, okay, you got them working against him. They can theoretically one up him together. Is he that much smarter than him?
Felicity can always call her dad and shit too. Oh, like, hey, I need some help.
Yeah, it's just like I just felt like they just made him way too OP in terms of a villain, and I was worried that he was gonna be the big bad of the season, and it just seemed weird that he was a step ahead of them in everything, but didn't know that it was really somebody on his team that killed his son.
And you know what's another crazy thing about that is the fact that, like, towards the end, like even before the end of that, it seemed like everything was going in Arrow's direction in order to take him down, but they didn't until like mid-season when they could have done it like a month beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like. Every time Arrow or New Team Arrow would go up against themselves, like none of their arguments were valid at all. Like they're like all like, yeah, it was wrong for fucking Oliver to start doing surveillance or whatever, but all he had to really do was bring up in a meeting that they do every day. They're in the bunker together. It's all like, all right, there's a mole on the team. I don't know who it is, but I don't want any of you guys acting different. I don't want any, like. But there's a mole on the team, and I'm just going to be putting surveillance on you guys because I don't know who it is. Like, he could have been just 100% straightforward. And then Renee would have already been, he would have got scared, and he would have came forward right away because he did that after they found out they were being spied on and shit. He came, he's all like, no, dude, it was all me or whatever. I did it, like, so, like, a lot of that stuff. Like, they could have still had the same story and plot outlines. It's just done, like, way better.
See, the thing about that is, I mean, yeah, they had a mole, and it was obviously wrong for him to just, bug them like that, put them under surveillance, because that's like a trust thing. But at the same time, Renee did betray him. So it's kind of fucked up on both sides. Like, he did betray him, but they did kind of break that trust barrier.
He was honest about his dishonesty, though. Like, he came clean right away as soon as he got found out. He was all like, yeah, dude, like, he was like, I'll do it again, too, man. I had to save my daughter, dude. I'll do it again. He had no shame about doing it.
He did do it again later on in the season, so... Yeah, in a court.
Oh, so Ali okayed it for him. Like, he gave him the nod, do it.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
He did tell him, like, yeah, dude, do it, man. Like,
because Ali, like, later on when he forgave him, he was like, I would have done the same thing. I get it. Nothing comes before your family.
Yeah, but I mean,
I cried at that moment when they were having their heart to heart. Dude, I cried.
I think, see, Dinah kind of like had me on the fence a little bit because, like, I see her anger and her point of why she's so pissed off because Black Siren did, kill Vigilante, and a lot of people are saying like, oh, she didn't like Vince anymore anyway, but it's like it's still her. That was still her guy,
And she liked Vince still. Like, people are
Yeah, she still was she was still in love with the guy. They were together for a minute before she found out he betrayed them, and it's like that's still that connection there, and the fact that she knew that he was a mole on Kate and James' team at that point. So it's like, so I get her point why she's angry, but at the same time, she went way overboard. It's like you're prioritizing that over, saving the city. Like, as a vigilante, your priorities have to be a little different. You have to not let go, but there were bigger things. As much as that sucks to say, there were bigger things at the time. Like the whole city is about to, get fucked over by Richard Dragon, and she kept prioritizing her vengeance towards Black Siren, and I don't know. I wasn't as angry and irritated as most people were, because you got to see her point why she's angry.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's just doing way too much, like entirely too much. And then, the fact that
that's what I was saying. Like everybody was over the top. Continue. Sorry.
The fact that they were going after Team Arrow, they attacked them, but then they were like, "Stay away from us." It's like, okay, so Renee was swinging a giant axe at Oliver, so what is he supposed to do? Let him chop him down? He kicked him, and he fell into a tree. Okay, he got hurt, but they were in a fight. Renee knew the risk, and he was going for a kill with an axe.
He went up to fight against the dude who trained him how to fight. You're gonna get your ass kicked.
So that's I don't know. That was kind of all over the place. I wasn't as bugged by it as a lot of people, but at the same time, it's like, really, why are they doing this? Like, what's going on here? Yeah. It was just over the top at times. They were good episodes, not gonna lie. Like, I really liked the episode when it was New Team Arrow versus original Team Arrow. I actually really liked that episode. It's just some of that was kind of.
I really liked that episode when Oliver and Diggle are fighting each other in the bunker, and fucking Oliver literally fucking jumps off the fucking top rope like he's in WWE and does some fucking clothesline on Diggle. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I think they referenced that. I think Stephen Amell said something about that.
Oh yeah, they made memes out of that.
Oh my god, I was cracking up. I was dying. I had to rewind that scene like 3 times.
That was actually a really good fucking scene. Like, Jesus Christ. Like,
it was. Although, like, one of my favorite scenes was with the dragon, where he takes the guy that used to physically abuse him as a kid. He takes him up to the rooftop, and he just shows how crazy he is.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah,
that right there, it showed you how demented he is in the head, and it also shows you the exact moment when Black Siren just sort of switched.
Yeah,
like when she's like, "No, fuck this guy." Yeah.
But then she still tries to act tough in front of like Arrow and them, all like, you really think I'm gonna not betray you guys and blah blah blah? Like, dude, we don't give a fuck. We just know like that you're gonna help us stop Diaz because he's crazy and a psychopath and he just needs to be stopped. And
well, I mean,
she'd like still try to act like a tough guy or whatever. And then in the last episode, when she fucking screamed him off the roof and he fell into the fucking water, and he's all like, "I had it!"
That was probably my favorite part of the whole season, because he threw a hissy fit over it.
It was so mad. Oh my god. Oh, you think that's gonna stop him?
That was like the funniest shit.
Yeah.
I mean, she is still who she is, though. I mean, she said a lot of times, like, I'm not your Laurel. Like, this is not who I am.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's going to take time. And actually, I wanted to, we all wanted them to do the redemption arc already. It's like, come on. But I think in hindsight, it kind of makes sense that it takes a little bit longer and how they're setting it up. Because obviously
She's she's a completely different person, dude, and she's never gonna be the same Laurel that we had in the first 3 seasons. You know, like
it's gonna be a much edgier. There's gonna be a much edgier version of her. Like she'll never be Laurel, but I mean, I think that she's just. I mean, what I'm assuming and I'm hoping is that she's gonna use Quentin's death as a way to like propel her to be a better person, and just to honor him. That she was crying behind Sarah, so it's like she lost her dad twice.
Yep.
So I have a question about the future of Arrow. Does John Diggle's son, John Jr., become Connor Hawke?
Yeah, I mean, he's on Legends, right?
Yeah, but he was just Connor Hawke on Legends. They didn't really I don't remember if they gave him any sort of story at all, because...
I forget why they said he changed his name to Connor Hawke, but that was him.
Okay.
He was John Diggle's son.
Wasn't it because like they killed John, and they were going after him, so he changed his name and he took up the mantle of the Arrow?
Maybe it was something like that. I don't know.
Maybe. All right, cool. I'm excited about that. If they ever get to any more of that, which they probably won't.
Yeah, that was like what 50 years in the future, or what, 30 years?
I know, I know, but they could have like some sort of episode, like another like Flash or some shit where they go, or another Legends where they reintroduce that type of Arrow again.
I mean, Legends theoretically, Legends they can just go get it. It's like, hey, can you help us with this or something like that.
That's all theoretical, but wasn't that just like an alternate universe?
Was it?
Yeah, because I felt like they went into a different like universe for that one.
That was season 1, wasn't it?
Was it because of something Vandal Savage was doing then?
It was season 2, I believe.
It was season 1, but was it because
season 1?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
1.
My bad.
But was it because of something Vandal Savage was doing, like something he fucked up on purpose because his little mission?
I
think it was something inside. It was something inside the ship that got fucked up.
And it brought them to another Earth?
It brought them to another Earth, yeah.
Okay. And they got room. I mean, they don't really care about continuity.
That show's so wacky, dude. It's hard to remember everything that happens.
Yeah, I need to rewatch Legends. Like,
same.
You just want to rewatch Bebo kick the shit out of a demon.
Bebo needs his own show.
Bebo he at least needs more stuff dedicated to him. Like Arrow should buy William a Bebo while he's in jail. He's like, hey, I got you a Bebo.
I feel like it's too popular for him to just drop. Like they can reference him.
Oh my god, he's like, remember how popular Tickle Me Elmo was?
Yeah.
That should be how popular Bebo is in the Arrowverse.
He pretty much is, because like Bebo was around was around when Stein was a young man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he was like he was getting it for his daughter.
Okay, yeah. That's right. Bebo. So yeah, maybe it was like the Tickle Me Elmo of the fucking time, because that was like probably around the 90s or whatever.
Pretty much, yeah. They're trying to avoid copyright infringement.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Bebo's a good toy. we need more Bebos in the world. Oh my goodness. So who do you want to see more of in season 7?
The dragon.
Yeah. Well, he's coming back, but
yeah, he's coming back. I told you they weren't really gonna beat him season 6. I told you they weren't gonna finish him this season.
Yeah, I knew they weren't. He was too good of a villain to finish off. He never finishes any of his villains. He locks them up in the island that just blew up. So,
I don't think he's better than Adrian Chase, but he's definitely was pretty good.
Adrian Chase was dynamic, dude, but like
that was great.
But this dude is he's
He's
up
top
there.
3.
He's up there, man. He's
like, top 3 villains.
Yeah. Top 3 villains is Deathstroke and fucking Drake, Diaz and Chase.
It sounds like they're doing Lady Shiva the next season.
Oh yeah, that's what it sounded like too. Yeah, I remember reading about that.
Yeah,
you showed me the article actually.
Yeah. So, yeah, because they were talking about the longbow hunters, and so I guess that's going to be a thing. Lady Shiva. Yeah, because I think wasn't Cheshire part of the longbow hunters, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? I'm not familiar with a lot of arrow lore, so if you can brush up some people on some longbow hunters knowledge, that'd be awesome.
Well, I know they were. Wanna go ahead?
Huh? Hello?
No, I think I think it was like it was a storyline in the '80s, wasn't it, Tony?
It's been so long ago, I forgot about it.
I think they brought it back. I think they brought it back in New 52. I didn't read the New 52 ones, but
yeah, I barely got to read the New 52, and shit happened where I couldn't even purchase. I had to stop purchasing like New 52 after like 3 issues.
Well, they fucked up when they added Felicity to the run, and they people stopped buying it. But yeah, so yeah, it was Count Vertigo, Brick, Red Dart, and Killer Moth. They already had Brick on the show, so I don't know if they'll use him.
I mean, they'll probably get a new actor for it. I mean, they're known to do that sometimes.
He's not dead, is he?
Well, no, not dead. I'm talking about like in a sense of like getting a new hunter to play a new actor to play the same character.
No, but there's a character dead. I can't remember. But this is the New 52, which is probably what they're gonna. That's the team Richard Dragon was leading. Longbow Hunters. I know Count Vertigo. Both of them are dead. I think both versions of that on the show. Well, the second guy died, didn't he? The one that came in season 3, I believe. I think he died as well.
I think the first Vertigo, didn't the first Count Vertigo die? Now there was the second guy, and he's good, or he's not good, but like he's still alive or whatever.
I don't know. I can't remember, but I know the first guy kicked him off the building.
Yeah,
out of the building.
I think it was Red Dart. Was it
Red Dart, Killer Moth? I don't know much about it, but that was a New 52 version. But I mean, they don't have to use them because Prometheus was a pretty different character in the comics, and they just did their own thing with him.
Prometheus was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, so I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Bad job with it.
But I think it would end up maybe being like Lady Shiva, something like that. Something to do with League of Assassins too. They were saying because Oliver said like didn't the League of Assassins weren't they afraid of him, something like that. So maybe it might have something to do with some Lazarus Pit stuff, unless they just keep getting members. I don't know. We'll see.
But now that Barbara Keene is in charge of the League of Assassins.
But
it's a whole different story.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Roy.
Oh, yeah, Roy's going to come back as a regular.
Because, okay, so Oliver basically cleared his name, which is easy for him to come back. That's great. He doesn't have to run anymore. But, so, what's the whole thing with Thea, They had this whole big thing where they got back together, and I know they're going to pull some bullshit. It was like, yeah, we tried to make it work, but, we couldn't. She went her own way, and I went mine. I know that's what they're going to do.
Yeah. It's going to be silly.
Like, okay, Roy.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah, because Thea's not coming back at all, right?
Yeah, she's done. I mean, she might come back to guest appear sometimes, but
yeah.
I think Thea was just happy with like the one-time return, just hit it and quit it each time.
Yeah.
Like he comes, hits it, and lets him go on his way.
Dude, here's who needs to come. Here's who needs to join Titans. Is fucking Roy and Kid Flash need to join Titans. Like, but I doubt that's gonna happen because
don't they already have the cast like completely?
Yeah, dude. I think they're almost already done filming the season.
Yeah, right now it's just Robin, Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy.
Oh, I thought they went straight to Nightwing.
No, it's about him transitioning into Nightwing for some of the story.
Yeah, because he was wearing the Robin gear in the leak.
Yeah, and a lot of the costume leaks, he's wearing the Robin gear.
It makes sense too, I guess, because he's like the actor they got is like 30 or close to 30, so they can do like on the cusp of him, transitioning between Robin and
Nightwing until the Teen Titans Judas Contract comics. That was the first appearance of Nightwing, so.
And Hawking Dove as well.
And that was like way, way, way into the series of Teen Titans. So I sold Eric my Judas Contract books that I found in all these comics I inherited from my stepdad.
Oh shit, that's good for him.
Yeah, I know. I gave him to him at a good.
I know
price,
he loves. I know he loves like the entire Bat family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think of the new Starfire?
I'm gonna wait and see what they do with that. I mean, it looks like there was just some out of context. Maybe she's, I'm talking about the shot of when she's out on the street in a dress.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
I'm just gonna assume.
Let me look.
I'm gonna assume that she's doing some sort of other appearance or something. I don't know if Starfire can do that, or they're gonna give her that ability, or they're gonna add the effects later. But yeah, I'm just gonna.
I mean, like just in general, like, what do you think of like the actress playing for her?
I mean, it's fine. I mean, look at Gamora. It's all about the makeup and stuff. So I don't think it matters. The only thing is, like, I personally would like the ages to be a little different. I know it's, I think Raven is supposed to be, like, around the right age, I guess, but...
Oh, dude, I think she's great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would like...
the girl playing Raven, like, 13 or something?
I don't know who's playing Raven.
Oh, no, she's 16. My bad. She's a teenager.
No, she's... like 13.
This girl playing Starfire's great. I just looked her up.
She is gorgeous. That's the main reason I asked about her, because I just wanted to say that she's gorgeous.
Yeah, Tegan Cross is like 13 or 14.
Alright, so I wasn't that off.
Yeah. The one who plays Star.
They're trying to get actual kids to be in these shows, because like probably the time span is gonna be shorter, longer, whatever, and sometimes it's hard to cast kids in roles because they grow up or whatever. They had to kill off the little kid in Lost because he had a growth spurt, and the time, like the Lost was like 4 seasons or whatever, but the whole time span they were on the island was like a year or whatever, and the kid had a growth spurt, so they had to kill him off the show. So like sometimes it's hard to cast kids in shows. But if they, so it depends on how they do their little their time span or whatever, and do everything right. And they're trying to actually cast kids in shows more, so that's cool.
Sometimes they just recast as well.
Yeah,
I
know, but people don't like that.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. They did like 2 or 3 of those with the same kids, and then like a few years later. They recast. Those kids got older.
Yeah.
like look at Gotham. The kid after the first season, he hit puberty and he got like almost a foot taller already.
Yeah.
Like damn, his voice got deeper. You can see like the complete change in him as from a little boy into a teenage boy, which is good because like for like within the age span that they wanted him, and and Bruce Wayne the age he was at that time, it makes perfect sense because he's like they did it right when he was hitting puberty, so it makes sense for Bruce, except for like when they cut in between season 1 and season 2 because they literally kept it the same time. And you notice the difference in like height that he has, and his voice got deep.
Yeah,
already
not a lot of time. Like, yeah, they cut it. It ended or started right when season 1 ended or whatever. So he's all like, usually like when a new show like that picks back up, they're all like, oh man, we've been doing all this shit for the past 3 months or whatever, and they'll give you a little quick like 5-minute backstory what they've been doing while they haven't been on air or whatever. But season 2 picked up right when season 1's ended, and fucking Bruce Wayne's like fucking like foot taller, and he sounds like a man now. Like I don't know. That was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, and then the kid that they got playing Beast Boy, I think that's perfect casting too. Because he looks like Beast Boy, like from the face.
Yeah, he used to be in that show Super Ninjas. In that show on Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah, I remember that show. It's been a while.
Yeah, he used to be on that show. It used to be an okay show.
What's his name? Ryan Potter?
Yeah, Ryan Potter.
Yeah, he's good. He looks like a perfect Beast Boy.
He'd been wanting to play a superhero for a while, I think.
Yeah, he wanted to play
Robin,
Tim
right?
Drake. Yeah, he wanted to play Tim Drake.
I hear this kid's like really super goofy too behind the scenes, like on set and stuff too. So like that's perfect because Beast Boy's all really goofy.
Yo, but his fighting skills are phenomenal. If you watch his choreograph work, amazing.
I'll have to look that up. I don't know if I can play any videos on here without risk of getting flagged. So I'll have to look that up later.
All right.
So, Arrow, man. Arrow started out. We were like, it was really risky. We had no idea because Arrow's a wild card. Like, it could be either like really good or really bad. And
well, yeah. I mean, season 5. You know, I bitched a lot about it, but I mean, season 5 kind of got me back on board. I was still bitching about it.
Yeah,
but
I told you season 5 got way better.
Season 5.
Yeah, season 5 is like
season 5 is almost tied with season 2, and it's amazing. It's good stuff, and
it's like only reason why I might give season 2 the slight edge because there were some episodes in season 5 that kind of dragged, and it's like, all right, these episodes kind of filler. Yeah, more of that in season 5 than season 2, in my opinion. But yeah, it was pretty. It's up there. It's pretty on par with season 2.
Yeah, it was really good. So then season 6 came out, and we were all like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" And then they give us that villain. We're like, "Oh, this dude, he's kind of okay. He's like, he's not that threatening."
I also think
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was like, we also like on board because some of us appreciate they had Black Siren coming, and that looked promising. So yeah, and she ended up being, in my personal opinion, one of the better parts of the whole season. Her whole thing with Quentin, the redemption arc. I think that was like one of the best parts of the season, personally.
Nazi Oliver is a better leader than Earth 1 Oliver.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
it's debatable.
He had fucking he had Supergirl and Reverse Flash on his fucking team, dude. Fucking like he was running shit.
Me is married to Supergirl though. Overgirl.
Yeah. That's what Supergirl was just like, ew.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Thong's just there to fuck with Barry anyway. So I mean, I don't think anyone can really say I'm your leader, to him. I think he's just trying to fuck with Barry.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Thong just does what he wants, but still, man, like he was like fucking Nazi Arrow was running shit. I'm not saying I'm pro-Nazi. I'm just saying Nazi Arrow is a better leader, and we see how the Earth is a better place if Arrow is not that good of a leader.
Well, I did say Sarah was a better leader than he is overall.
Oh, absolutely. Where was the Nazi version of fucking Legends of Tomorrow? They were nowhere, man, dude. They're fucking. They don't exist.
They both have like that sort of military mindset, but Sarah still. I think I've said this before, but she's like you can tell she still cares about her team, whereas Oliver is like you don't really always get that. Like you're just looking at it as the next piece or whatever. Sometimes it depends. Like he does, but he doesn't always show that. With Sarah, you can see it that she does.
All right, we've spent enough time on Arrow.
Can we do the Flash then?
Do you want to do Flash or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. next?
Well, I'm not calling Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean...
We'll do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., man. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was just crazy throughout the whole fucking thing. I mean, it always is. It's always, like... They put a lot of money into this show for, like, their sets and their acting and their choreography and their costumes and their makeup. Like, this shit is good. The Kree were awesome. They give us like a whole army of Kree, and they were like, oh my god, they were intimidating. And I'm like, how are they gonna get out of this fucking future fucking the lighthouse that's in the middle of space on the destroyed Earth or whatever? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Were they there that whole season?
No, they were there for half the season, and then they come back. They get sent back in time because then they have to try to prevent the Earth from being destroyed, and nobody knew what. Everyone thought it was Daisy. Everyone thought Daisy destroyed the Earth, but it was really because they thought Daisy took hold of the gravitonium. And it gave her it boosted up her powers or whatever, and then she used her quake powers and then it destroyed the Earth or whatever. But that's not what happened. What happened was...
Wait, they had a substance called gravitonium?
Yeah.
That is like the worst name for something. I'm sorry.
No, the worst name for something is an Avatar, the one shit called unobtainium. That's the worst name for something. But gravitonium is a good runner-up, though, for sure. But what's his name? The fucking military dude?
Talbot.
Calbot gets infected by the gravitonium and he becomes Graviton. And he's fucking running shit, dude. He starts fucking running shit, dude. And oh my god. And he's about to fucking destroy the Earth, but then Daisy comes in at the end and is all like, you don't have to do this. She gives him a fucking gay-ass little pep talk. She's like, we're all gonna become hero. You're a hero too. And he's all like, ah. And like Coulson's dying because he was supposed to take some sort of serum that he didn't take. And then he's all like, yeah, I'm just supposed to die. And then him and Agent May are just chilling in Tahiti at the end, and then the fucking rest of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is just flying off for, like, what's the next mission, Chief? Like, fucking Daisy's the boss now.
Yeah, it sounds like I need to catch up. I mean, I was going to catch up anyway, but I'm wondering if I should wait for Netflix or just Because I have it on my DVR.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't always remember to watch it.
Yeah.
It'd probably be easier to watch it on Netflix, but I might just DVR it. Use my DVR. So it's up there. So, I mean, I saw a clip when they mentioned Thanos. So
yeah,
I like that.
They
I like that
mentioned
time.
Thanos. There was a couple times they mentioned him, and that's when Calbert, he's Graviton at the time, and he's all like, "Well, I should go out there and be helping the Avengers fucking fight Thanos." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, you should be fucking helping the Avengers fight Thanos. You were running."
Because I was wondering why he said that. It's like, what are you gonna do? I didn't know he had those powers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was running shit, dude. Fucking at the time, he was like, hell yeah, dude. He would be fucking holding down shit with Thor and fucking the likes of that shit, dude. Like, but Thanos hadn't appeared yet in Agents of Shield. All these events that are going on in Agents of Shield, Thanos hadn't appeared yet. Thanos is still on his way. So like in their original timeline where the Earth actually gets destroyed or whatever, and there's still people surviving 80 years in the future, Thanos probably just skipped right past Earth. He's like, well, that can't be it because it's already destroyed. You know, like, so
I think the last episode, I think where I left off is I'm on I want to say episode 9, 10. One of those. I think it was after the episode where they were gonna go after May to save May, something like that. And when what's his name? Yo-Yo, Mac, and that little kid were going off together. I think I'm on that episode.
The little kid with the he's got like gravity powers or whatever. He can fucking throw rocks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's cool. That whole future arc was really fun and exciting because you got to experience like I don't know. It was like everybody that lived in the lighthouse were being controlled by the Kree, and and everybody is just like a Kree experiment, and they're just running tests on all these people, and then they make them fight each other in tournaments, and whoever wins gets sold off to the highest bidder. It's so fucking crazy. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on in this show?
Yeah, I remember those fights. Like, Daisy had to fight. I remember that one. I think May has to fight as well.
Shit. She has like an injured leg, and she has to fight this one dude that's really badass. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up soon. Obviously, can't say much because I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Yeah, fucking Coulson gets like stabbed by some sort of axe or whatever, and he gets infected by some disease or whatever, and he doesn't tell anybody. And then Yo-Yo meets her future self in the future or whatever, because like they're keeping her alive through some sort of fucking cryogenic shit, and then they wake her up. They use her as like a Winter Soldier kind of, and then they wake her up when they need her to do missions and shit. And she's like completely brainwashed and shit. She's just like, she's crazy. But Yo-Yo meets her future self, and then, huh?
No, go ahead.
And then she tells her, she's like, you gotta let Coulson die. But she doesn't tell anybody that she met her future self, and that's who told her to tell her that. And that would have been way simpler instead of her just all like, she just goes off the rails when they're back in the past or whatever, and she's just all, and Coulson, like, and then everyone finds out that Coulson has this illness or whatever that he wasn't telling anybody about, and she's all like, yeah, we gotta let him die, and they're all like, well, how do you know this or whatever? She's like, I just know, like, she could literally say that, like, I met my future self, and she told me that this is what happens or whatever. And Mac could even confirm, because Mac met her future self too. He thought it was the real Yo-Yo, and one of the Kree fucking kills her right in front of him, and he's all like, oh, fuck, and he starts going fucking ballistic. But then Yo-Yo comes out of the corner, the real Yo-Yo comes up like fucking 10 seconds later. She's like, Mac, we gotta get the fuck out of here. He's all like, dude, I just saw you. She's like, no, dude, come on, we gotta fucking go. I'm like, what the? Oh my god, I was on the edge of my seat, dude, watching that, like, watching all that future arc shit, dude. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
She gets her arms cut off, doesn't she?
Huh?
She gets her arms cut off, doesn't she?
Yeah, she gets her arms cut off, and then they give her these robot arms, but then the robot arms, like, she can't use her powers as much anymore because the robot arms start to fucking break and they hurt her and shit because, like, they can't take the speed and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so, like, she's not as useful anymore, except for, like, she's quick to, like, fucking take some, or she can, like, knock the shit out of you now, she's stronger, but she can't use her powers as much, and she's quick to take some guns or whatever and start fucking just not giving a fuck, dude. She's all like, we gotta kill this bitch, we gotta kill this bitch, we gotta let Coulson die, we gotta stop all these motherfuckers trying to get that shit, and this is how we're gonna do it. And everyone's all like, no, dude, you're crazy. And she's like, why does everyone think I'm crazy? And then Mac's all like, I don't know. And she's like, you can't even defend me? He's all like, no, I can't. I don't know, I'm sorry, babe. And then, like, she's like, don't you babe me. And fucking, and I'm like, damn, dude, they're breaking up, dude. They were the power couple of the show. I mean, besides Fitzsimmons, but that doesn't count, man. That doesn't count. They get married on the 100th episode, which is like, and it's not like a drawn out fucking, like, the wedding's like the last 10 minutes of the episode, or maybe like 7 minutes or so of the episode. It's nothing fucking. It has just a slight bit of cheese to it, and then that's when you find out that Deke is their grandson. It's like, damn. This shit's crazy.
I heard about that one.
Yeah. Because they didn't give any hints or whatever before. You just thought Deke was just this dude that's being helpful or whatever, and he believes the cause, kind of. Like,
he's kind of a douchebag.
Yeah. Like, but then he starts being super useful. And then in the last episode, Fitz dies. But then, upon further research, there's still a Fitz that exists, because this is the Fitz that used a cryogenic chamber to travel to the future, and now he's back into the past. So there's still another Fitz, the original Fitz, that's in a cryogenic chamber somewhere that they talk about bringing back in the next season. So Fitz will still be around. So that's why Deke hasn't poofed away, and he still exists. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, Tony, you gotta start Agent Shield one day.
If that hasn't convinced you to watch Agents of Shield, I don't know what has. I mean, I spoiled you like an entire fucking season, but I don't know, like that, like.
I think you might like the LMD stuff, Tonio.
Oh,
like, I think you'd really last season.
The previous season
4.
That was dynamic. The whole Agents of Hydra arc was incredible.
I think he'd like what's her name? Was her name Ava?
Yeah, Ada.
Yeah, I think Ada. I think you'd like Ada. She's really creepy, but yeah. That was a pretty good arc.
Live was fantastic, dude.
Like when first Avengers came out, and Tony Stark was talking to Coulson, was like, all right, this is a life model decoy, something like that. It's kind of like that, you know. I guess they just kind of piggybacked off of that.
Yeah. See, what happens is Kevin Feige doesn't have time. See, this is what he says. I don't know if these aren't exact words, but he says shit like these. He doesn't have time to worry about what happens in the Netflix verse or the fucking what happens on the TV shows or whatever. He's like, he can't. So he doesn't watch those shows or whatever. So he can't incorporate or reference anything that happens in the shows in his movies or whatever, because he doesn't know anything that's going on in the movies or in the shows to put him in the movies. But he doesn't care if the movies or if the shows reference stuff from the movies or whatever. He's totally fine with that. He's like, but he's pretty much made it clear that like nothing in the shows will ever cross over completely with stuff in the movies. If anything, it's just be heavily referenced, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does all the time, or like Daredevil has when they have the dude on the street selling the DVDs for the fucking incidents and what I got Thor, you know, like so like that's really all it's gonna be with the that shit ever crossing over. Hello?
Yeah, so. Tony, you gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it. It's good stuff.
I gotta catch some Gotham myself. I'm like still in season 2 of that, so.
Oh my god. Oh, Gotham's so fun. Gotham it's dynamic. We're gonna spoil the shit out of it for you, but you probably already know a lot of stuff because you're on the internet like crazy.
No, I mean I don't really look at Gotham. I mean, I see some stuff, like I see like some of the Joker stuff, but I mean not much. I'm not spoiled too much.
Y'all need to watch Legion.
I still haven't tried that.
And Preacher, and what's another good one? I need to watch Lucifer. Even though I'm not familiar with the comics, I need to watch Lucifer. I hear it's really good.
They just canceled it, didn't they?
They did just cancel it, and that's a good time to start watching a show because you know you don't have to. It's not going to be one you're going to be watching forever.
Yeah.
It's sad to say it that way, but like, that's how I got into a lot of shows. Actually, it was all like, oh man, this one only has 4 seasons, and I'm like, oh, it's actually pretty good. Why did it end?
Yes. That's how I got. That's how I got into the 100.
Well, the 100's still going.
Yeah, but like I kept hearing about it, and I was like, okay, it's on Netflix. I'll watch it eventually. And I was like, okay, it's only 4 seasons, only like 60-something episodes. Okay, I can do this.
Yeah,
and I ended up loving it.
Yeah. That's why I think I can. I think I can pick up 100 like this week and then catch up, and then be able to do an episode on it when we do 100 and Supergirl and Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, Octavia's getting pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like she's like Lexa times 10, basically, at this point.
Yeah. See, and I don't like. It's been so long since I watched it, even though it's probably been like less than a year. It's been so long since I've watched it that I don't even like. I can't picture like with the character. Like I can't picture Octavia. I can't picture like every time you guys are in the group chat. And
Octavia's the Bellamy's sister.
And you guys are talking about the different dudes, like Jasper and shit and all them. I'm like, dude, I don't remember which dude is which, dude. I can't fucking. I need to rewatch. I need to.
Okay, so Bellamy is the
main. That shit.
Bellamy is the main guy, basically. Yeah. The one besides Clark. He's the main guy, and Octavia is his sister.
Yeah.
The one. She has dark hair.
Yeah. Okay. See, I remember it now. I'm remembering now.
Because Clark is a blonde, and you have like everyone else is like dark hair, basically. Like Clark is like the only blonde, right?
Yeah. Clark's easy to pick out, dude. She's got that weird face with that strong jaw.
This is the only blonde on the show.
Oh, dude, I just pulled up a pic of your girl right now.
The
fans will see. The fans will see your fucking favorite person in the show, Dalen.
Who, Lexa?
Lexa, right there.
She's on Fear the Walking Dead now, so because they killed her off.
Is she the main girl in Fear the Walking Dead?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm only like half episode in, so.
Oh man.
I think her mother character is like the main character. I'm not sure. I don't know.
No, dude, fuck her. She was cool in Sons of Anarchy. I don't like her in Fear the Walking Dead. I like both the kids, and if that's the daughter sister character, then oh my god, I love her so much. Dude, like she's like the brother. He's like the most badass of the show. Like he's like this like recovering like heroin junkie, and or like actually he starts out like he like wakes up after like doing a bunch of dope with this girl or whatever, and she may or may not be dead or whatever. I don't remember. I think yeah, she did die, and then she like becomes a zombie or whatever, and she's like attacking them. Like they're in this like abandoned church, and she's like right. Is
Yes.
that how it starts out?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
And then
He's
so
like
then
in a.
he just fucking escapes or whatever, and fucking he's like what the fuck is going on, dude? Like everybody's like me, like they're fucking zombies. Like I thought I was the only zombie out here, dude, like from shooting all this dope or whatever. And that was like a heavy metaphor they fucking played in this first couple episodes, and how he actually like learns how to like interact with the zombies or whatever. Like he's like the first dude to discover like you cover yourself in blood and guts or whatever, and then he starts like walking around and shit with them, dude. He's like, oh, dude, he knows how to play the survival game, like, really good for a while. And he starts becoming, like, badass. Like, he starts learning Spanish, and he starts, like, working out and shit, dude. He's like, dude, he starts becoming a badass. Like, like, this is what, like, the type of universe this dude needs to thrive in is a fucking apocalyptic fucking everybody out for themselves and shit. Like, this dude knows how to play that world well. And I'm
Yeah, but I think they just killed him off though, like recently.
They do.
Like
I haven't seen it, dude. I'm like a whole season behind. I'm starting to catch up now, and I'm like, so I'm a whole season behind, and I know they just started the new season. So if they kill that motherfucker off, dude, I am gonna start throwing some shit because
That's what they do, man. They kill off these characters that you like.
They kill off, but he's like, I don't care if it's a character that I like, but like if it's a character that's super important, like that dude's like really important to like that. Then it's like, what the fuck, dude? Are you kidding me? Like, I heard they killed off Carl in the fucking Walking Dead or whatever, and I'm like, I don't like so what, dude? He's not really important. Like, he's cool. I liked him. I thought he was pretty badass sometimes, but he really wasn't that important. So like, I didn't really care.
Yeah, like sometimes I don't really. I don't know. It just depends. What characters they kill off? Like if you watch Game of Thrones, they kill people off all the time. So.
Yeah, you watch The Wire. They do that shit too. Like as soon as you get attached to someone, they kill them off. They kill off everybody you like, except for Bonking McNulty. You know, like everyone else is like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why is it like killing off these kids? They're just trying to sell dope in the projects, dude. Let them fucking sell dope in the projects, man. That's all they're trying to do.
It's just shock value, man. It just.
Oh my god. On to the Flash.
Is Tony still here?
I don't know.
Yeah, so the Flash. That I don't know. Last couple seasons.
Hold on, is Tony here? It says 2 in call still. Did he have to go poop?
I just tagged him in the chat. But yeah, Flash is kind of up and down. Like DeVoe, he was cool for a minute, but then it got to be a little bit too much, I guess.
Flash started out really strong and really fun.
And it kind of bored DeVoe after a while.
What season was it? 4?
Yeah, season 4. I mean, I appreciate that because a lot of people are like, oh, another speech or villain, and when they announced Savitar. So
No.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you now. Right, cool. Have you been saying a bunch of shit and we haven't been hearing you for like a half an hour?
Yeah, I was actually trying to ask about Preacher for a while and no one heard me.
Oh yeah, we can hear you. Let's rewind. Go back to Preacher, dude. What were you trying to ask about Preacher?
Has anybody watched season 2 because it's out already?
What?
Yeah.
No, season 2's been out, dude. I've been waiting on season 3.
Yeah, I know. Season 2 has been out for a few months, and like no one's talked about it.
Season 2's been out for a long time.
Not that long. It just ended like early March, didn't it?
Of Preacher?
Yeah.
No, dude, that ended. I'm pretty sure I watched. Like, I've been waiting on season 3 for Preacher.
Really? Then I'm just out of it.
Like, I'm pretty sure, dude. Like, there were because season 1 was like an extended first issue of Preacher, and then season 2, like they were on their adventure and shit, and with Jesse too and Cassie going up against Hair Star. They're doing all that shit, dude. Like,
yeah, exactly.
There's no way that shit ended in March, dude. Because I've seen that whole, unless like Netflix or something just got it recently or something. Like, I don't know, because I saw all that shit, dude. They had. It was like
I saw it all too. I just don't remember when it ended then.
Oh yeah, dude, it was a while ago, dude. I've been waiting on season 3. That's why no one's been talking about it, because it ended so long ago.
I'm just out of it.
Preacher only has 2 seasons instead.
Yeah.
Season 3 didn't. Season 3 doesn't premiere to 24 of this month.
See, okay. Yeah. See, there's no way season 3 or season 2 ended fucking 2 months ago. Season 3's coming out this month.
My bad. Season probably ended like 8 months ago, and I'm just off my fucking rocker.
See, that's
all right. So,
all right, go back to Flash.
Never mind.
And I find it funny, like you kept trying to say something about Preacher, but we couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
So you're probably just talking.
That's probably why, because Preacher ended 8 months ago, and it's trying to take him back to 8 months to actually have a conversation.
Man, let's rewind 8 months ago, man. Let's go. What was going on 8 months ago? I don't even remember.
8 months ago, there was a few things going on. There was the Psych movie.
Really?
Yeah, the Psych movie.
The Psych movie? That show's not even that good.
What? That's one of my favorite shows. You're disrespecting me right now.
I watched the first season and I was all like, "It's okay." I wasn't into it enough to watch any more of it though.
All right, so since you want me to watch Agent Shield, watch more of Psych.
All right, deal.
8 months ago was Alice premiere of all the CW shows, right?
Shows. Yeah, it was.
That was when Supergirl came out the gate, showing you that it's the best one on CW because it was actually emotional. The acting was better and everything.
Third season of Supergirl's been the best season of them all.
Kara was all emo because of Mon-El leaving.
Yep. I was half expecting to hear some Sum 41 and Blink 182 songs.
That'd be awesome.
No, she
just went in. Because they're like our age. They're like 30 and shit, aren't they?
Yeah, they're closer to our age.
Yeah.
I don't think they specified Alex, but I'm going to assume she's around 28, 29, 30.
Well, the girl in her real age, she's like 35.
Yeah, 30. I think she's made 36 like a week or two ago. But I think because Kara started the show, she was 24, I think.
Yeah, so she's 29, maybe 30.
I don't know if it goes real time though, because if you remember when they did the whole
magazines,
when they did the whole bait and switch with Kara and James, that was like a week later between seasons.
Yeah,
it didn't go the same timeline as like Arrow and them do. They match up like real time. Like since they're off now, when they pick up in October, it'll be October for them.
Yeah.
But they didn't
That's
do
what I
that.
was saying
Supergirl.
earlier, like in the Gotham shit, like this will pick up. Like they always mention like what they were doing for like the past couple months or whatever. Like, oh yeah, we were doing this, this, and this, and this, and this, and they'll talk about it for like a minute or whatever, and then they'll go back to the basic shit.
That's what Arrow used to do. Then they just stopped doing it after season 3.
So Kara might be like 26 at the most, I would think.
Really? I would say more like 27 since this is season 3.
How old is Melissa?
Melissa's like maybe 30, 31.
Yeah.
No, she's 29. She's 29.
Yeah, she could play 20. She could play anything in fucking mid-20s.
Dude, 4 years ago, she played a high school student.
Yeah, she has a baby face. She can play younger.
She could play a high school student 4 years ago.
Let me see.
Yeah, she played a freshman in high school.
Oh, freshman? Maybe not a freshman, but like.
No, like go back and watch. She was in Glee and she played a freshman in high school, and she very much looked like a freshman in high school.
Wasn't Grant Gustin in Glee also?
Yeah, that's why they had that entire musical episode.
I wish they had a whole musical season. Oh my god, that would knock my socks off.
Yeah, and then the dude that played the villain was also in Glee.
Who?
It's funny.
When?
The dude that played the villain for that episode was also in Glee.
Yeah, Music Meister.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Music Meister. Yeah, the dude that played him was also in Glee.
How come Wayne had the best voice though?
Did he?
Oh, dude, he was amazing. Wayne was, oh my god, when he was playing the piano and he sang this, like, he had this one line where he just fucking oh my god, he blew me away. And I was like, oh my god, you gotta watch that episode again.
I think the best voice is Joe.
Joe was pretty good. I was impressed by Stein too. Stein knocked my socks off too. I was like, Stein, oh my god! I gave him a fucking applause. I was like, yes, you are incredible.
By the way, Carr is 52 years old.
That's a lie.
No, she's in space. By
Kryptonian.
Yeah, she was technically born in 1966.
Yeah, by Kryptonian years, she's old.
She's like 52. But, I mean, how long was she in space? It was like 12 years, they said, when she was about 13.
I mean, Kryptonians don't age that fast, so.
Yeah.
They're good. That's how she can still look like she's in high school and be 24. Oh, and y'all notice that what's his face? Mon-El been gone for 6 years, and the only difference is he grew a beard.
Yeah.
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 They probably age just as slow. All right. So, what are your thoughts on Mon-El being back for the season?
Better than last season.
Is it because he's not like college kid, party boy?
This Mon-El's fun, dude. And fucking, he's really cool.
I mean, I didn't actually mind that personality on him. It was fine. But he is funny. It's just, I just thought it was like Carr's little brother. That's all it was. I didn't mind that. I mean, he was a douchebag, but whatever. But I think he's become more of a more grounded person.
We got Mon-El coming, but he's teaching fucking Kara how to fight and shit, dude. That was a fucking game changer, dude. I was like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? This should be the other way around.
I feel like this is the last season, though.
It should be. He has a wife.
Because they were saying, like...
I thought he was with Melissa.
In real life, yeah.
Yeah, in real life.
Talk about Mon-El, the character.
No. The whole... The whole reason they came back there was so they could drop him back off into the past, dude, and put him where he belongs, and to also fix shit. But they didn't need to bring Monel with them, dude. They could have brought another Legionnaire. They needed to bring Monel back to his time where he belonged.
No, they didn't even tell Monel they were going there.
Exactly.
He didn't find out until after they got there, and that was because his wife wanted to kill Pestilence.
I know, exactly. They wanted to they didn't want to tell them where they were going. They wanted it to be a surprise. So, like, here, happy birthday, we're leaving you back in your time.
No, I don't think that was it.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got that whole impression throughout that whole fucking arc, dude. Like,
no, because Irma was pissed as fuck, I think. Wasn't she kind of, like, upset about his feelings for her? I mean?
Well, she was, because she didn't realize how bad it would kind of hurt, dude, at the time. She's all like, you know what, this is best for him. You know, because she's all about the mission. You know, like, deep down, she's more about the mission than her own personal feelings. So you could see that it kind of hurt that was going on, or whatever. And maybe she could, sometimes she might have even acted on those feelings, but deep down, dude, she's all about the mission, and that's why they when he was all like, dude, I gotta go back, and they're all like, yeah, dude, that was the whole point.
Yeah, I don't know, I guess.
That's what I got. That was the whole feeling I had from that whole thing. But we're not even talking about Supergirl this time. We gotta talk about Supergirl on part 2 of our FinaleVerse. This is, we're on Flash. We're on Flash. The fastest man alive versus the smartest man alive. DeVoe.
Yeah, DeVoe. That would, yeah. So, I think I was saying earlier, everybody liked that they finally just did not do a speedster villain, which is great. But then it's like,
yeah,
I think people... That was refreshing. So then people could start getting tired of DeVoe.
Yeah.
I think it was just the writing more than anything. It's like some of this is a little over the top, and I don't know.
We got really cool stuff though with Team Arrow, or I mean not Team Arrow, but Team Flash. Like we got,
Team Iris.
We got the evolution of Dimney.
You mean Team Iris? That's what you got.
Team Iris. Iris is going back to being a journalist and blogging and doing all that cool shit. So, like, she's gonna actually start being useful again.
Thank God.
Finally.
That We Are the Flash nonsense. That was too much.
We find out that Caitlin has been Killer Frost her whole entire life.
That was interesting.
That was really interesting. I was like, holy shit, no, like, that's fucking awesome. So,
all right, guys. I'm going to start driving, so, like, I will cut off for a bit, but I will get back on in a bit.
All right.
But yeah, so, I'm glad that she's going to be a reporter again, because all she did with Team Flash was just give orders, really.
Dude, how long have I been bitching about Iris? Like, I was like, dude, what the fuck happened? She just stopped being a reporter out of nowhere, dude. That was like,
yeah.
and I was bitching about it for so long, and then finally they're all like, hey, you know what, dude? We should, like, make Iris be a reporter again, you know? Like, do that type of stuff. They're like, oh, yeah, dude, like, whatever happened with that? Like, I don't know. Let's do it, though. Like, yeah, okay. Like, that's how I felt the writer's room was, like.
Also, another thing. How the fuck were they paying for that apartment? If Barry was in jail for a good amount of time, he gets back out, doesn't get his job back.
Yeah, he has no job. His boss is Dimney. Dimney's fucking lives in his office. And fucking... Who's paying for that fucking apartment? Because when they first got that apartment, Joe West, who's been on the fucking police force a lot longer than Barry, probably has a lot better salary, is like, how the fuck can you afford this place? You can just look it in his eyes, like, how the fuck do you afford this place? Who's paying for that apartment?
Joe has his house, though.
That house is bitching. Y'all didn't like the house is bitching reference?
That was the car.
Y'all didn't like the house is bitching reference?
Sorry, I'm in the middle of driving, so I will be like in and out of focus.
Yeah, the house was bitching.
It was bitching.
Yeah, I don't know how they afford it. I mean, they just kind of let you just imagine whatever you want. They didn't even touch on it. I guess it's the best way to do it. Because you remember,
the thing is it got brought up as soon as they moved into that bitch that had the housewarming party. It was like, how the fuck? And then you have Barry with no job. His boss, he gets a new job. His boss fucking lives in his office. His boss fucking lives in his fucking, like, he's like Jessica Jones. You know, like, he's literally.
Here's the thing about that. Dibney just makes poor life choices.
That's true. Like I said, he's fucking CW's version of Jessica Jones. Like, that's fucking what you get if CW wrote fucking Jessica Jones as fucking Ralph Dibney. Which, I'd watch that fucking show. I would watch the shit out of a fucking Elongated Man show. Just him and fucking his wacky adventures.
I feel like they would like the first episode would be like a corny, like black and white type of narration, like old school like detective show, like for at least the first episode, and like it would be just him making fun of all of that. Like that would be a great start for a first episode.
Like this dude was like this dude and Tommy Cavanaugh are the fucking best actors on the fucking show by far, dude. Fucking Tommy Cavanaugh fucking knocks my socks off every fucking time they have a Council of Wells episode, or he got infected by Grodd and he's playing the gorilla. He's like anytime this dude, oh my god, dude, he's dynamic. He's been dynamic ever since he's been JD's brother in Scrubs. But like, oh my god, dude, like, I cannot fall in love with Wells any fucking more than I don't know, man. Anytime Wells is on screen, dude, I'm all like, alright, this is gonna be a good scene.
I'm upset that the Earth 2 Wells is like not gonna be back.
Yeah.
Because he went back to Earth 2, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I actually kind of skated over the ending of that. Like, did he get his intelligence back?
No, he doesn't. He's got full function of his brain back, but he doesn't have his intelligence back, dude. He's like he's not like losing his mind anymore, but like he doesn't have his intelligence. Now he's just like an average dude. Like he's just like us, you know, like and he's actually at peace with it. He's like, dude, I'm just gonna go back to Earth 2 and rediscover myself, dude. Like that's what I'm gonna do and fucking find out what I gotta, what I'm supposed to be in life, or whatever, and probably reconnect with Jesse for a little bit, you know, and like
he might come back like halfway through the season.
He had a really solid goodbye though. It was nice. I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch that ending because I think I was doing something.
But have you noticed that, like at the end of every season, Wells always has a goodbye, but yeah, he comes back every season.
Yeah, I mean,
anybody notice that? Like, I don't think he's gone.
No, it's gonna be another version, another Wells coming back. They said.
The first Wells is dead. and he was just replaced by Thawne, so like that one doesn't count as him coming back. The second Wells, yeah, he did. He's like, I'm leaving, but then they did bring him back in season 3 for a couple times, and then he came back for season 4 because everybody likes that Wells the best. I didn't. I like HR. HR was my favorite. That dude had me fucking. That dude had me. I don't know. Every time HR was on, I was like, this dude is cracking me up, man. Like, and like.
Well, you know what? He's dead. Let it go.
Let it go.
You know what? I think it was so fucked up how they just didn't give a shit about his death either.
They did it.
When Barry thought it was gonna be Iris, when they found out it was HR, he was like, "Oh, okay, that's all right."
he went from devastated to be like, "Okay, let's get shit done."
Yeah, it's like, damn. Like, you didn't even give a shit. Like, it was like they had a funeral for him, but still, it's just like they didn't really care.
Yeah.
Like if it were Earth 2 Wells, I feel like they would have like cried and shit. But like HR, they were just like, fuck it.
Whatever. He made a noble sacrifice.
Earth 2 Wells was they just love him so much, dude. Like they didn't know Earth 1 Wells. None of them really knew Earth 1 Wells because he was Thawne was playing that role for so long, dude. Like for fucking years. For years he was playing that role, dude. Fucking oh my god, dude. He was
Earth 2 Wells is the smartest person in the Arrowverse.
He is.
Now,
Was.
Yeah, he was.
Or now it's fucking
stupid DeVoe's bitch ass had to take his intelligence.
No, DeVoe's.
No, he's dead.
Well, and now DeVoe's dead. So who's the smartest person in the Arrowverse?
It's probably gonna have to be Jesse Quick
or Cisco.
I feel like Jesse Quick is probably smarter than him.
Well, they kind of
because like
Cisco. This is kind of a hack now if you think about it.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Just keep on talking.
Cisco's kind of a hack now. I don't know, because when they got rid of Earth 2 Wells and it was HR, Cisco took on a lot of shit.
How much you got these?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, you remember, like, Jesse Quick, like, when she was there, like, she was like, oh, I got, like, 4 degrees. And she's like, and she was like, what, do people not have that here? And they were like, not normally.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I feel like, because like, I feel like she's smarter than them because, like, they were surprised at the fact of someone having 4 degrees at such a young age. 4 PhDs.
What about Stein's daughter, too, though? She's pretty smart.
She is, but I feel like she's like a specific field only.
But didn't she help them during that second crossover?
Yeah, but that's because the specific field that they needed help with was her specialty.
Okay.
And so she was like, "Oh, I know how to do this because this is what I work with."
All right. Well, she's pretty smart, though.
She is. She's probably like top 3 now because like almost everybody's gone. Oh, I forgot to mention Ray. Ray should be up there too.
Is Ray smarter than Felicity, though?
I would say yes. Because Felicity is great at hacking.
Okay, because I know Curtis. Curtis is smarter than Felicity.
He is.
For sure, I think.
And then Felicity is just computer smart. Like, that's where it mainly lies in just computers.
What's happened? I'm back.
They were trying to figure out who the smartest, and I brought up.
We're still on that. Good.
I brought up Stein's daughter. How she's pretty up there.
Yeah, she's high up there.
All
Maybe like.
All right, we'll do it just simpler, dude. Top 4.
It'd be Ray, Stein's daughter, Jesse,
and Cisco.
And Cisco. Yeah, Cisco would be number 4.
Wynn's not smarter than Cisco?
I wouldn't say.
No.
I feel like he's on par with Cisco. I think they might be tied.
Because he made Alex's suit and he made
Guardian's suit.
James' suit, and that shield he did as well.
Yo, can we talk about how crazy it is that Wynn is this crazy smart? And at the beginning of Supergirl, all he was just some dude from IT.
Yeah. They gave him more of a role, I guess. Yeah. Okay, we can turn this guy into the tech guy, to the smart guy, and they just did it. And then he's like Agent Shot now.
And then no one questions how intelligent he is. It's not surprising. Is it not surprising that he's able to do all this shit? He's able to translate alien languages.
His dad is the toy master. So he's got this. It's in his genetics to be a fucking he's like a he's like a tinkerer. But that's a Marvel character. I know that, but he's
also not a dick about it too, like Felicity is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Felicity can be a jerk about it. Every time they say, Felicity, can you do this? Can you translate this and that? She's like, one day you're gonna start questioning my intelligence.
No, Wynn's always super excited to help. He's all like, yeah, absolutely, I'm right on it, dude. And then he does it, and he pulls through, and then good job, Shot.
But Felicity has to be a little jerk about it. Just just shut up and do it. Damn.
Well, when he's asked to do something, he's like, yes, let's do it. Come on, this will be fun. And I think that's the difference in aspect. He's more of a fun. He has more of a fun aspect to it than Felicity does.
Yeah.
So I'd say probably Wynn and Cisco are tied.
I would think so, because I wanted. I was forgetting about Ray being super smart, but of course, dude, he invented the Atom suit, so but even beyond that, I really like that episode in Legends where if George Lucas quit making movies, they lost their intelligence, whatever, because Star Wars and other movies like that inspired them to fucking become scientists and shit. That was really fun.
And then Indiana Jones stopped what's his face from becoming an archaeologist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my bad. That's just hilarious how George Lucas affected all these people in certain ways.
Yeah, that was such a good episode. Oh my god. But fucking Flash, man. So I think I agree with your top 4, and I with Wynn being tied with Cisco, because I was gonna try to give Wynn the edge over Cisco, but Cisco does so much badass shit, dude. He invents stuff for Team Arrow and Team Flash, on the reg, dude. Felicity calls a fucking Cisco up. She's like, hey, can you do this? And he's like, on it. Just like Wynn. He's all like, dude, on it. Fucking boom. I actually already had something already prepared for you. I'm fucking a step ahead. Fucking, I've already have it shipped through fucking Amazon. It'll be there in fucking 2-day free shipping. Fucking.
Oh, my favorite thing about Cisco. When he was fangirling when he met Laurel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he took a picture of her giving him a kiss on the cheek. I was like, damn, I wish I could be Cisco.
And she's like, don't show this to anybody.
Dude, she was Katie Cassidy was in town, not in town here, but in between you and me, Tonio. She was at what mall was that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's
Gurney. She was out there in Gurney Mills, and
oh, That's like 10 minutes away from me. I didn't know she was in Gurney Mills. What
she
the
was in Gurney
fuck?
Mills like fucking like 6 months ago, dude. She was I don't know, she was tweeting about it or whatever. She's like, I'm out here, dude, just chilling at the mall. Like,
No, wait, are you sure that was somewhere else. She was at, it was for one of her line, like, for clothing, I think it was.
But either way, it was somewhere close to us. It was somewhere really close to both of us, dude. It was like an hour away from me, probably closer to you. You know, like.
Yeah.
Didn't you meet her before though?
I met her, and I got to ask her a question.
You met her, Tonio?
Yeah, I met her.
Where at?
Heroes and Villains. I met pretty much all the cast to like.
Yeah.
I got to meet like the.
They're always at Heroes and Villains.
Yeah, everyone.
Did you meet her?
For Emily Bett Rickards, she was the only one that wasn't there.
You met Nissa and Thea too, right? And Sarah, right?
Yep, and then I also met Felicity's mom.
I love her so much. She's such a bad character, dude, but I love her so much. She's always entertaining.
I got to meet the Penguin.
Nice.
And also the dude that plays Bruce, and the dude that plays Alfred. I also got to meet a good amount of the. I pretty much met everybody except for Paul Blackthorne and Emily Bett Rickards because they were the only ones that weren't there.
So you met Steven?
Huh?
Stephen Amell? You met Stephen Amell?
How long ago
I met him. This was like back when Gotham was like in season 1. No, this was season 1 of when Legend started. So it was back then. So damn, that was like 2-3 years ago. Fuck.
What did you say to them?
I think Legends and Gotham have the same amount of seasons, so you were right both times.
Yeah. Like I met like a good amount of Legends too, and I met the girl that played Hot Girl, gorgeous as hell as always.
What did you say to them? Like Katie Cassidy.
I actually got to ask her questions at the panel, and one of the questions at the panel, I asked, now that Felicity and Oliver are over, is there a chance for Oliver and Laurel getting together?
Oh, I think you remember you said that. You said like the crowd was like, they like cheered or something.
Yeah, some of the crowd cheered. And then the girl that played Nissa was like, "I'm sorry, but that is disrespectful to my marriage." And then I said, "Well, I think Felicity already disrespected that marriage." and then like that was right before, a few weeks before Laurel's death.
Wow, so damn.
So like her answer played me because like you'll have to wait and see and find out like of things, and then like you'll see as the goes on, and then like fucking 2-3 weeks later, Laurel's dead.
They could at least give you a hint, dude. Like, dude, unfortunately, dude, like.
It'd be too much of a spoiler.
Like, you're probably gonna be disappointed with this outcome that's gonna happen. Like,
nah,
you know, they could have done some shit like that. You know, I'm like, damn, dude, what's gonna like.
That would have been a spoiler, because like
not necessarily.
That was during the time where we were like, okay, so who's gonna die? That'd be like a huge hint. She said, "Oh, you're gonna be disappointed in that outcome."
Not necessarily.
That's kind of like
hint, not necessarily a spoiler though. It's like, man, like, I mean, yeah, read between the lines, but I don't know.
That's pretty cool. I mean, they all seem pretty chill though.
Yeah. I also saw the guy that plays Curtis. He was there too.
Awesome. Yeah. I like him a lot.
Yeah, him, Thea, and the dude that plays Cisco, they had a dance battle at their panel, and it was hilarious.
Oh, shit, man. I need to go to Heroes and Villains, man. I've been always wanting to, but I just always save up for C2E2.
This is like a much smaller convention, so it's a lot easier to get through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all you really need is like one day, because they're pretty much there like all 3 nights.
Yeah. And I know they're there all the time, dude. Every time I see the ads on Facebook, dude, Steve Amell is like always like front and center, like fucking boom, I'm gonna be there. I'm like, you're there every year. But he just seems like he's like just super humble, and he just likes to just fucking just interact with the fans, like, regardless of fucking like. I've even seen videos like he like respond to the haters. He's all like, you know what, dude, I'm just making a show, man. If you don't like it, you don't really have to watch it. But like,
who said this?
I appreciate your feedback, you know. Like maybe I'll try to do better next time, you know. Like, and he like
That's really like a Stephen Amell response. Right, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, the Stephen Amell, dude. He's so humble, dude. He's such a cool guy. And he's like the exact opposite on Arrow, so you automatically know he's a good actor. Like,
You talking about Curtis, right, or who?
no, Steve.
So you're talking about Stephen Amell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was distracted.
Curtis is
No, that's all right.
Curtis just seems like he's just a cool guy. I think he just plays himself. I don't think he's really a gay dude in real life, but I think he just plays himself on the fucking. He might be gay. I don't know. I just don't know. But like, but I just think he just plays himself. Like he's just that dude that he is. Like I don't know if he's as smart as like he like plays himself on Arrow. But he just seems like he's just a really chill, fucking cool dude.
Yeah,
He was
a pretty good guy. Like I didn't like how people were attacking him for the whole Laurel thing. It's not his fault. Yeah, he didn't do anything.
What were people attacking him for Laurel about?
I mean, they were just mad at him for I don't know. I guess because
did people think that like they killed off Laurel to put him in the show?
I don't know. It was just a bunch of bullshit. People were making up like they were talking about he never defends her, Katie Cassidy, on Twitter, but always defends Emily Fett or something like that. And,
really?
but
really?
never his wife. But never his wife. And they were saying he's disrespectful towards Laurel fans and stuff like that. And they just say he's an asshole. I don't know. Like they were mad at, they were upset at him, like it was his decision. It's like not his fault.
Oh, I forgot to mention it, but I met Sarah too.
Yeah, Katie Lux.
Oh
yep.
My god, dude! I would love to meet Sarah. You lucky sumbitch, Tonio.
I was. I took my brother there, and then I got him an autographed photo with the dude that plays the Penguin.
I was watching that movie Accepted like a year ago, and there's this one of the cast members in Accepted. That's the fucking dude that played Penguin, except he has blonde hair. And I'm like, what the?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking Penguin. Holy shit. I saw that movie when it was new, and I was all like not. I didn't see it in theaters, but I saw it when it came out on video. I rented it when Blockbuster was like trying to Blockbuster was trying to be like Netflix, when they were like, dude, you could even like, but they were like, this Blockbuster was so desperate, dude. I didn't have a Blockbuster account, and the girl I was dating, she didn't have a Blockbuster account either. So then what we did was we both started Blockbuster accounts, and if you did, you get your first rental for free. So we rented fucking 2 movies for free, started our Blockbuster accounts, like, and then they're talking about like, oh yeah, dude, you could do this cool shit where you can fucking mail in your movies and fucking blah blah blah, and you can like basically what Netflix was doing at the time. Like Netflix wasn't Netflix how it is now. Like that, this is back when Netflix was fucking. You have to like mail in your movies and do all that shit, dude. Like, and Like, yeah, and I was like, all right, and so I saw accepted, and it was like, and I saw it new, and nobody, and yeah, I didn't recognize the kid then or whatever because he wasn't like hot shit how he is now. He's like one of the best characters in Gotham. Uh, fucking. Like he's like, and then I'm watching Accepted, and I'm all like, "Holy shit, dude! It's fucking Penguin, dude! That kid, oh man, oh he's been acting for. I thought fucking Penguin was his first role. Fuck.
Oh no, like Penguin's not his first role. Penguin is probably like his like 20th role, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen it before somewhere. I don't think I've ever watched him in anything.
He's like the son of I forgot if it was a movie. I think it was a movie. He was like crazy in that movie too, like where he would just like kill everybody and anybody who got in his face.
I liked how like for like 40 seconds you were talking in slow motion. That was awesome.
Sorry, I had to cough.
No, it was before that, dude. Like Dalen probably heard it too. Like for like 40 seconds you were talking in slow motion, dude. It was sweet.
Yeah, the connection was crazy.
Oh, my bad.
I loved it.
It was probably just me answering to a text and also talking at the same time.
No, it was something with the reception, dude. It was like you were talking, and then it was like fuzzy, but it was also like I don't know. It was fun. It was good. I liked it. Have we finished talking about Flash?
No,
I think yeah.
Huh? What do you guys expect for season 5 of Flash?
I want them to bring Dibney back.
Dibney's back. Dibney's back.
Yeah, but actually bring him back as a regular. I hope they do that. Are they gonna do that?
I remember his description before the season started. They said he has the potential to be a series regular in season 5, so I'm pretty sure he will be.
Because like he is such a great character.
Flash never gets new series regulars, and it's kind of annoying. I don't know. I have this thing about like recurring and regulars. It's weird. But,
I didn't get series regulars when you get a new Iris every season, man. Come on. Season 1, Iris was like becoming a reporter, a total B, but she was becoming a reporter. Season 2 Iris
was awesome. Season 2 Iris was awesome. Fucking season 3 Iris fucking like.
We are the Flash. We are the Flash Iris. Come on, that's a different Iris every season.
We are the Flash.
Exactly. Like I want a new character when you get a new Iris every season. Come on. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe like Flashpoint. They're like she wasn't a reporter, but like. I don't know. Maybe Flashpoint. I don't know. You could blame a lot of shit on Flashpoint, but I don't fucking. We can't take the easy route, man. We gotta dig deeper into why she just suddenly stopped writing, why she stopped being important, but they still tried to make her be important.
I have no idea. Like, it makes no sense for her to be able to lead Team Flash.
Exactly. I've been saying that the whole time. Except Barry is like,
where does Star Labs get its income, dude? Like, that place still has a big ass fucking hole in its ceiling in one of its sections. When they do that big ass screenshot of the fucking Star Labs, it still has a big ass hole in its ceiling from the first time the particle accelerator fucking went off, dude. Like,
I know one way that they get their money is from working with Central City, and just the government in general, they make metahuman prisons for them, and also metahuman restraints, and also metahuman weapons and protective gear that they can use against metahumans. So I know that's how they're making some of their money, but I know that doesn't make all of their money. So I have no idea.
I'm like, how is like Cisco and Caitlyn and all these people like generating an income, and that's what HR made. HR was making a good point, and like he's like, dude, like there's no way you guys are making enough money. Like we got to do more shit, and he was trying to think outside the box. Although like his methods were like kind of flawed, like because he didn't have the knowledge to fucking create what he was really trying to create. If he was actually working with if you have dead HR working with current Harry and Cisco together in a little think tank to fucking make this shit work. So now that, because since current Harry is just like a regular dude, and he can like, but he still kind of has like, he's still himself or whatever, whatever. He's not as pretentious as he normally was, like, because he, but I don't know. You get them three in a little think tank or whatever, and they can generate that fucking idea that HR had and actually make it a possibility. And fucking.
Well, they had already set everything up, didn't they, for the Flash Museum? I feel like they already set stuff up. I don't know if they have the museum up and running, because that would probably be where they would have all of their money coming from the Flash Museum and from the Star Labs Museum portion of it too. So if they have that up and running, that would make sense on how they're making their income. Also, Caitlyn is rich. She has a rich mom. So that's another way they could be making their income.
Caitlyn is rich.
Cisco's anti-rich, though.
But didn't she not have a relationship with her mom, really, though? So I don't know if she would have...
But her mom was willing to give her money and anything that she wanted.
Okay.
So, like, if she wanted to say something, like, if she wanted, like, to ask her mom for something, I'm sure she could have gotten it.
I guess. But I think it's probably just a running joke that nobody else works there. So how are they getting their money? I mean, you could have made it.
There's no other employees at all.
You could have made it. They got away with it when the first Wells was there, because you can say, okay, so he pays him because he runs the place. All right, that's fine. But now he's gone. Who in the world is paying them? So
who's running this place, dude? It's like, what the fuck is going on, dude? It's
Cisco also works for CCPD though, as well though, so he can get paid from that.
Yeah, I think the Star Labs building is completely paid for already, so they don't have to pay at all for it. And all they really have to buy is just the electricity and water to keep everything running.
The bottom line is, dude, CW overplays the fucking just everybody is just super rich trope, dude. Like, we have this super dope headquarters where we can do anything, and fucking and then after season like 1 or 2, whatever, we got the super updated security where no one can penetrate it, which doesn't even work sometimes. Like, it doesn't even work anymore because people still fucking penetrate the shit out of it. And then you got Barry's super dope apartment that nobody knows how it's paid for, but they're like, yeah, dude, this is dope. And like they're like, what the hell's going on here, man? Like, they're just CW plays the trope, dude. They started it with Seventh Heaven, went back into the WB, whatever and it's just been going on fucking ever since.
Like, if you think about it, Team Arrow, they have like 4 to 5 different headquarters. How the fuck are they able to afford 4 to 5 different headquarters?
Man, Oliver and God damn it, what's her name? Thea, they have their trust fund, dude. They have so much money in that trust fund shit, dude. Like,
no, that was taken away. They lost all their money. Don't you remember in like season 2?
Man, they had reserve money, dude. They were smart rich. They were like rich smart people, dude. Like they fucking had reserve money.
No, they weren't, because at one point Oliver was inside. No, Oliver was sleeping in the fucking cave, in the arrow cave. Dumb that he calls it the arrow cave, but like he was sleeping in the arrow cave, like on a mattress. And Felicity had to buy him the mattress because he had no money.
Because he knows how to be poor. He was living on an island and shit for like not all of those 5 years, but for like a good portion of that shit, dude. He knows how to live poor now, dude. He knows how to be he knows how to humble himself, but he doesn't know how to like be humble. But he knows how to humble himself, and he knows how to just live off the land.
When did Felicity buy him a mattress?
What was that?
When did Felicity buy him? When did she buy him a mattress?
I think that was in season 2. When they lost everything because of like his mom's involvement. No, season 3, probably season 2 or season 3. Felicity buys him a mattress. No, yeah, season 2, because like they start actually flirting with each other in season 2. And like you see Diggle and Roy in the background, like making like those funny faces because they're flirting with each other but not really doing anything. I remember that. Yeah, she bought him.
Then he still got with Sarah, which is hilarious.
Yeah, and then Felicity got pissed off at that shit. I would too. But yeah, she bought him a mattress in season 2. I remember that. That's when people were like strongly shipping Olicity.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, at that point, I was like, sure, all right, Olicity. It doesn't seem like it's a bad thing. I never thought Olicity would form into this deplorable couple shipping.
Point where poor Barry and Iris can't even get married in peace. And they can't.
Oh,
that was one of the most bogus incidents that like.
Yeah, they can't.
Barry, mind if we ride off your coattails? Barry's so bitch-made though too. He's not like, you know what, go right on ahead.
They didn't say anything. They didn't say anything at all. They just kind of stood there like, okay.
Exactly. No one they're like, hold on, dude. Like, really, you can't like do this like next week. Like
our wedding was just. They're like, our wedding was just crashed by Nazis, and you're gonna do this to us right now, really? And then
if I were Barry, I would have like speed forced them all the way to Las Vegas and be like, you can get married here, and then rush my ass back all the way to Iris because you are not ruining my fucking wedding. You're not crashing my fucking wedding.
Yeah.
And then, but I swear, I still love that Iris kind of did a little cheeky nod to it. Like, because Barry said, like, oh, I didn't know we had Blender on our registry. And she's like, apparently getting married at our wedding was on our registry or something like that.
Yeah, she said some shit like that. And I was like, right on fucking Iris.
Like, ooh, shit. And stupid LSU fans got pissed. Like, they were, like, in an uproar over it. Like, they were super pissed. It was like, wow.
Probably in the moment, they were, like, too much in shock that, like, that actually happened, like, to, like, say something. But, like, they're like, what the, like, they're, like, in this moment, like, they're looking at each other, like, is this really happening right now? Like
we, like, they just went, they went through so much shit to get married. They kept getting delayed over and over and over again. They finally got to the day, and they're interrupted by fucking Nazis. And then when they finally had a chance to just get married right there and just do it, Felicity had to stop and say, hey, wait, your moment is special, but I want to jump on it. So can we get married too? Like, they're just like Barry just said like they gave this heartfelt speech, his vows and everything. And they were beautiful. Yeah, and it's like, oh man, that's really sweet. And then Felicity's like, wait a minute, wait, can you marry us too? It's like, what? I was just, I don't know, I don't get it. That was just too much.
It's like, you guys, in my room, I was like, is this really happening right now?
Like, not only did you actually make these characters get married, despite all the bullshit the part of the fandom is telling you it is, you do it in the most irritating, disrespectful way.
Yeah.
This is spite people. I was like, wow, you guys just really just. I almost want to respect the troll of it. I almost want to respect the troll of it. But Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
But at least, I don't know. It's not as, I don't know. Is it as bad as the We Are the Flash stuff?
Or We Are the Flash. That was the, We Are the Flash was the title of the final episode.
Or, no, I meant like, when Iris first said that to Barry. Like, We Are the Flash. Or
I thought that was so weak.
So when she got mad at him for going to the Speed Force for saving the fucking world, and she got mad at him for that.
I like how Nora has a combination of both purple and yellow lightning. Like, she's got both Iris's and Barry's lightning in her fucking powers. I like that. Because when Iris had the lightning, when it had Flash power, she had purple lightning.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does Nora look better than Iris?
Yeah. But that reminds me. I saw an article that said her fuck up might have been doing what she did to help Barry. Like, I don't know what she was doing. Or I think she was, like, the whole time, I guess she was trying to figure out a way to help him or something. But apparently it was like, I don't know if it's a theory. They're saying, like, Barry was supposed to die. Stopping that, what was it, the satellite? Pushing the satellite? Barry's gonna die. Barry's gonna die in that moment. But Nora went back in time and did it herself and saved him. That might have been her fuck up.
It could have been.
Because he was supposed to die, I guess.
But that would mean that Iris would already be pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It about matches up. 30 years in the future. She can be about 30. The actress is like a little bit over 30.
Wait, she's older than 30? What the fuck? She doesn't look that.
The actress, yeah. Jessica Parker Kennedy.
Hold on, I'm going to the bathroom. Dude, I'm going to keep going. I'll be back for that.
Yeah, she's 33.
No the fuck way.
She's born in 1984.
Mr. Dennis?
Yeah.
We go there first?
Yeah, I'm yours.
Yep, she's born in 1984. Otherwise, she's going to be a regular next season. It said main role next year. It's a recurring season 4, main season 5 to present. Oh, that's cool. Yep, 1984.
Shit, I thought she was our age.
No, she's on the show The Secret Circle. I don't know if you ever watched that. That was only lasting one season. She's on that for a while.
Oh, that was her on that? I didn't know.
She's on there. Yeah, she was like mid-2010, and that was about 2010, 2011 maybe. And yeah, it looks like, because I'm just looking at the thing, it looks like Cecile, Nora, and Dibney are probably going to be regulars next year.
That's cool, because I like Nora and Dibney.
Yeah, Cecile.
when she was able to copy people's minds and read their minds too. That was hilarious.
And somebody named Desmond Paul with 2 L's.
What are they gonna be?
I think that's supposed to be the villain.
Were they on the show before or not really?
I don't know, but they said. I remember they said they cut. You know how they usually do the after credits thing with the Flash, or when the episode ends and it says the Flash and they do another scene.
Yeah.
They said they cut that for the finale because it was it gave a huge nod to the villain for next season. But I do like the theory that her fuck up was saving him, and he was supposed to die, and then that was now you got to do something to save or prevent something, and then they can also work that into whatever crisis is coming. I don't know. Because remember that paper said Flash disappears in crisis.
That makes a lot of sense since every time she looks at him like she's so excited to see him because it could be at the fact that she's never seen him before.
Yeah, because the first time it was at the wedding, so maybe she just went back in time. Okay, I just want to see my dad at his wedding, because he's gonna die in 3 months. It makes sense to Iris. It makes sense that Iris is pregnant already.
It would.
But then some people think that maybe there's Joe and Cecile's baby as well.
The dog had to go potty too.
You're talking about maybe it's Joe and Cecile's baby. It could be Nora.
No, she said that she's burying Iris's child in the last fucking scene.
Yeah, but he's talking about before she revealed that. That's what people thought.
She didn't actually say she's their child, did she?
Yeah,
I don't remember hearing hers. I thought she just said you let me borrow this jacket.
She's like, I'm your daughter, and I think I really made a huge mistake. And that was music by Blake Neely, and then fucking I'm like, all right, I'm done.
But yeah, it looks like she's gonna have a main role next season.
She's gonna have at least a half-season main role.
Yeah, I don't know how long they can keep her their future daughter around.
Yeah,
I like the idea. I
like her a lot. There's no way she's 33 years old, dude. She looks like she's 17.
She's born in 1984.
No.
She looks like she's in her mid-20s.
Yeah. She just ages well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Black don't crack. Man. I have a friend. My friend Aisha, dude, looks exactly like Iris, dude. She's so fucking hot, dude. I'm like, oh my god.
All right.
Antonio, I'll introduce you.
My mom's right here, and she's like, no.
She's also in that movie 50-50 with Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. She's in that a couple scenes.
Really? I've never seen that movie. I think I have seen that movie. I've seen parts of. I had a roommate that was like, she's like, oh, you gotta watch this movie. It's really good, and I don't remember. I remember watching the movie, but I don't remember anything about it.
It's basically Joseph Gordon-Levitt character gets cancer.
Yeah, I know that part, and then his buddy is Seth Rogen. He's just being his buddy and helping him through it. So.
Yeah, it's based off one of Seth Rogen's real life friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, deep. Or should I say, #deep? Since we're on the internet.
I'm pretty excited for that storyline. What else is coming on the Flash? I wonder, like,
what do you expect for season 5?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, about the crossover. Like, what is? Because usually Barry has something to do with the crossover. Because there's always some fuckery that has to be super catastrophic, I guess, to do with the Flash.
Dude, what do you think is gonna be the next Arrowverse crossover? Like the first one was that little alien invasion stuff with like the Supergirl stuff, and then the second one was Crisis on Earth X. What do you think the third one's gonna be?
Well, a few things I'm thinking, like, since Constantine is a Legends now, and there seems to be reworking what Legends is to fit what he does. Because remember, I was like, so how the hell is Constantine going to work with the Legends? They're time travelers. He has a completely different field of work. Yeah. Like, how is that going to work? So I guess the season is going to be about
going around dealing with demons now,
demons and shit through all time. And he's like kind of pissed off. He's like, so which one of you decided to open the gate and let all these demons out? He was pissed off about it. That was kind of funny. But yeah, so maybe it has something to do with that. Like they had like some sort of big ass demon thing. Because I mean, it's gonna be weird seeing him in a crossover. I mean, I don't know if he'll like be in the last fight, the last battle.
Yeah, dude, it's like, because we know that Team Arrow kind of knows him. Like, Oliver knows him pretty well. Like, Legends are gonna know him like really well now, cause like they know him pretty well already, because he was on their show for like a good amount of episodes, like 4 or something. And
so either something like that or something surrounding Batwoman, because they said Batwoman is gonna debut that crossover.
Yeah.
So maybe it has something to do with her. Like I know some theories are like some shit happens in Gotham and she needs help or something. I don't know. And then also I'm thinking how they're gonna bring Black Lightning into it as well, which is why I feel like
they were talking about they gotta bring in Black Lightning.
Black Lightning, Thunder, and Lightning. And I was thinking like
and
that's why
hopefully they exist on Earth like 17 or whatever, where Kara exists.
Yeah, I was Black Lightning because they referenced Supergirl. They name dropped Supergirl in one of the episodes. The mom name dropped her. So I was like, okay, so he can be on her Earth. They link up somehow, and then she brings them in to the fray. They're like, oh, something like they need Kara. So, I know somebody else who can help us with this, and she gets Black Lightning. And then also, Batwoman can be on her Earth too, because like my theory was that since her and Maggie Sawyer are a thing in the comics, they can be like, okay. And I remember like a week before they announced the Batwoman stuff, I read somewhere, because I think there's like this LGBT convention called Klexicon or whatever that spawned from like the 100 Clark and Lexus. They did. And they actually
I love that name for it.
They got so much traction for it because of that whole shit. I was like, damn, that's pretty impressive. But yeah, and so I think she was there. She was there, and like the girl that plays Alex, Kyler Lee, was there. And I think she had said, I read like she was like, oh, I wish I can play Maggie again or something like that. I miss playing Maggie. And then a week later, they're talking about Batwoman. So like, okay, my theory is actually that maybe Maggie is coming back, and she has like a new girlfriend who doesn't care about having kids like Alex did, you know. And then that's how they introduce her. At least that's my theory.
Yeah.
I just want more heroes on Supergirl's Earth, really. So I don't know.
It would make more sense. It would make a lot more sense too. Like Superman is not the only one. Batman, like they reference Batman a lot. Like Superman and Batman aren't the only heroes on Earth. What Earth is she on? Was I right about 17?
Yeah, I think it's 17.
Well, either way, Like, yeah, they're not the only fucking heroes, man. They're like, they reference Coast City all the time. Like one time, Barry had to run to Coast City because they have the best pizza, and they're like, and they've mentioned like Hal Jordan slightly, like in throughout the show, or whatever, dude. Like,
No, she's on Earth 38.
so
Supergirl's on Earth. Supergirl.
They didn't like they have like a little Easter egg of like Hal flying past Deathstroke and Ollie's fight.
what when?
In season 2, when Deathstroke like at the finale when Deathstroke and Ollie fight.
Oh man, I have to go back and watch that shit, dude. Oh my god, dude.
They reference what?
He's Hal flying.
Sorry, Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan. Not Hal. I don't know why I said Hal Jordan.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they showed his. Somewhere they showed his like Oliver was in Coast City, and they showed Hal Jordan's jacket. Like it was a jacket and it said Jordan on it. It said Jordan on it, and it was like a jacket.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a jacket he's worn in the comics before.
Yeah.
No, but wasn't like him like in his Green Lantern uniform flying past
I thought like that's what I pictured in my head. I was like, dude, are you really saying that he just fucking flew in the background of fucking Oliver and fucking Deathstroke fighting? Like you just see a little fucking green like just flying in the background saving the day. That'd be fucking awesome.
Because like there was a huge talk about that, and I saw a video. I don't know if this was an edited video or not, and like you could clearly see like they literally look for a second, like they stop hitting each other for a few seconds and look up at the sky.
No. That was I know what you're talking about. You're talking about season 2 Infight, right?
Yeah, season 2.
No, that was probably
that was the finale fight.
That was probably an edit because when they looked up, that was Amanda Waller about to launch those fucking nukes on Star City, and then Slade was like, "Oh, your city's gonna burn anyway, whatever." He said, "I might let you live so you can live, so you can watch your city burn." That was Amanda Waller and her bullshit. That was
okay, never mind.
That was probably an edit.
Yeah. All right.
I was like, I don't remember that.
Dude, I would like, dude, because season two, I was watching that shit every week with my buddy. I was watching that shit every week with my buddy though, and we were like glued. We were like fucking, oh my god, like we were smoking blunts and shit, but we were glued to that fucking like. Oh my god, dude! Like this fucking show is, like season 2 of Arrow was like I was like, dude, I was blown away for CW. And I was like, holy shit, dude! Like this is incredible. Like, what are you fucking doing to me?
No, ya ¿Quién es? Jenny. Ya salió. Está en Kenosha, trabajó en la de Kenosha.
Yeah, I would remember that though. Like Green Lantern just flying in the back.
Yeah, there's no way Green Lantern was flying around in the background of that.
I remember there was rumors for a while that Diggle was going to be Green Lantern, and I'm pretty sure they discussed it.
People were like, okay. I never heard those rumors. I heard that he was going to become the Guardian though.
No, it was originally Green Lantern. They were talking about John Diggle Stewart.
That doesn't make sense.
I mean, I don't know. They could have made him Green Lantern, but that would have been too much. Like, why is Green Lantern on Arrow show full time?
Let me see if I can pull up some Google images of Diggle as Green Lantern.
Not Hal Jordan, John Stewart though.
Yeah, and they already hinted at John Stewart, or not John Stewart, but Hal Jordan being Diggle as Green Lantern.
I think that thing specifically was just the fans wanted him to be Green Lantern.
Oh, this one actually looks pretty cool. You guys gotta see it, because I'm not gonna show it to you right now. Someone drew this one. This one looks cool.
Yeah, that was mainly the fans wanting that. That wasn't like something that like the show was planning on doing.
Yeah.
It would cost too much money to. Yeah, all of that.
Most of these are just some fucking really cheaply photoshopped bullshit. But that one, the one I popped it up. That one actually looks pretty cool. Oh man. So, are we done with Flash? Is Flash over with?
Should we talk about the villain? Like, as like, what do you think about the Thinker?
Like, he wasn't that great, dude. Like he was cool for the beginning. We're like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, but then he just, after a whole entire season of the same dude, you're just like bored with it, dude. You're like, that's really all it was. And then he got rid of Dimney. And then now he's in Dimney's body. We're like, oh man, like we got rid of our new favorite character. And you're like, fuck, man, are you kidding me? That's my impression of DeVoe.
I thought your favorite character would be Killer Frost. Come on, that should be your new favorite character.
I like Killer Frost a lot, but like. I really love the fucking reveal that she's been Killer Frost her whole life. I was all like, and part of me was all like, you know what, I kind of saw that coming, but I was all like, but I really liked it a lot. So like, dude, I really love Killer Frost, but I really like Ralph Dimney, dude. He's cool. He's fun.
Speaking of Killer Frost, so it was revealed that she's always Killer Frost. So, okay, so why is she evil then? It's like, that just adds more to why does she have to be
schizophrenic. That's what it
evil.
is. And
her mind made it so it was a different part of her. It wasn't, so like, her mind basically made it that Killer
up in her life, she absorbs it and it becomes, and Killer Frost has to take it all in. And so then when Killer Frost comes out, she's the bottled up, pent up. She's like the Hulk, you know, like, but
like, it's more like she's the negative things that Caitlin holds back and puts to the side, and lets all the good. Like she's basically the opposite of what Caitlin is, and like the regressed parts of what Caitlin doesn't want to let out.
Okay.
If that that's what I'm guessing.
Now that
that's what I'm guessing that they're making it as.
Yeah, now that they're forming a balance with each other, like how Caitlin's been becoming more badass, and then how Killer Frost is becoming more compassionate. Like we've been.
Yeah, dude, that got me when during that Flash Time episode when she was like, "Barry, don't let Katie die." That got me. I was like, "Dang." That was just such a great line and like so much development right there with that one line right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, I've been having a huge crush on Danielle Panabaker since like she was in the
Stuck in the Suburbs. That movie. Remember that movie? That's what she was in.
That was way back. I'm pretty sure like a lot of people don't remember that.
Like 2004, something like that.
Exactly. Way back. I think everyone was like 12 or something back then.
12.
Yeah.
I've never been 12 years old.
20. Small was like 20.
I've never been 12 years old. I wrote a song about a 12-year-old once. It was a good song. I'm not going to sing it here now. But,
hopefully they said they're going to dive deeper into Killer Frost next season, so
Of course
That's
they
one.
will. Of course they
That's
will.
one.
That was one of the big cliffhangers at the end. Like, it was like, holy shit, you know? Like,
I thought they were gonna get her back before the season, but I mean, I can.
Yeah, me too.
Stretching it out. I mean, it's cool with them stretching it out. I mean,
yeah, it gives them more stuff to reference for the next, like more stuff to talk about on the next season.
Yeah.
Here's what Flash has a really big problem with is like they like to stretch out some of the stuff that they don't need to stretch out, but some of the stuff that like they really should stretch out is like when they did Flashpoint. Flashpoint should have been like 3 episodes.
I thought there was going to be a little bit longer.
Or when they came back into this new season with like and they broke Barry out of the fucking time shit. Like maybe they should have broke him out halfway through the 2nd episode, and then for the next episode, like 2.5 episodes, he's still in his like crazy Speed Force mind or whatever, and then he goes back. You know, like they don't stretch out like some of like the really, really interesting stuff, but like I think what they're doing with Caitlyn, they're like actually doing it pretty well and solid. You know, like they're actually stretching out her storyline. Sometimes they're trying to like have her seem kind of useless, which I don't agree with. I do agree with they do trying to kind of make her useless, but I don't agree with she was always badass before she was Killer Frost, so like we could make her badass like still now, and then I don't know, man. Like it's something. It's something, and but I don't know. I seem they have this problem with Flash more than any other of their Arrowverse shows. That they don't just they just when I don't know with their super interesting stuff, they just fucking just zoom it by, and then they stretch out the unimportant stuff.
I do think that Flashpoint should have lasted longer.
Yeah,
Flash. It was like an episode. I thought it would be like maybe 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of makes sense because
like
I mean
2.5. You know, like they close it up in the fucking end of or like halfway through the 2nd. You know, or halfway through the 3rd. You know, like.
I guess it kind of makes sense because how much longer could you stretch that out, and what would you be doing? You know, he's not really. Well, he's still the Flash, but.
Do just explore that world for a little bit. While like Cisco was like a way more. He was like a really fun character. He was kind of cringy, and he was just like, oh my god, he was super fun. I was like, oh my god, Cisco, you're this way, and another like, oh my god, if Barry saved his mom, this is how you would turn up. You know, like all this shit, dude. Like I don't know, it was weird. Like you could explore like a lot more characters in that and like a lot deeper, you know. And he probably could have saved that Earth and then went back to his, you know. He probably could have fixed both timelines and what, you know, like instead of like, dude, I gotta get the fuck out of here and then just dip or whatever, you know, like.
Oh, I forgot one thing to mention. How do you guys feel about Gypsy and Cisco breaking up?
I was sad, dude. I think I was more sad than Cisco was.
I think I was more sad than him too. Actually, no, I was not more sad because like the reason they broke up is because she didn't want more than what he did.
Yeah. And I was like, that's the type of girlfriend I want, dude. I just want someone that like, dude, we could be together, we just do our own shit, and like, you know, like, and that's what we do, man. And she was all like, he's all like, no, dude, I want a family and babies, and I'm like, dude, like, come on, dude.
Well, like the thing is that they would barely see each other. They would probably see each other like once every 2 to 3 months.
Perfect.
That's not a perfect relationship. That's total bullshit.
I don't like seeing people, man. I'm like, fuck. Well, I'm a recluse. I'm like, man, I like I like to just do my own thing. No, they probably saw each other more than that, dude. Like, I used to be in a long distance relationship. We saw each other uh twice, maybe 3 times a month, and either I would drive out there and hang out there for the weekend, or I would pick her up and then bring her back out to my place and we hang out for the weekend or whatever. And then there'll be a couple times where we would take like a whole like entire like a week or two off of work and we'd spend like that whole time together or whatever. But like but the drive was only an hour and a half. They have instant teleportation, fucking vibe transportation. They're seeing each other more than what we know, dude. They're not just seeing each other fucking like once every couple fucking months or whatever, dude. They're seeing each other more than what we see on the show. Like,
no, because Cisco literally said that.
What the fuck?
Cisco literally said
what did he say?
He said he wanted more. He wanted to see more of her.
Yeah.
Because like they were barely seeing each other as it was.
He was talking about just trying to wife her down, dude. He was just talking about like he wants the whole family thing. He wants to live with her. He wants to wake up next to her. That's what he was talking about.
It still doesn't change the fact that they barely saw each other.
He wants to either him leave his Earth and stay with her, or her leave his Earth and stay with him.
It wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
I think because either one of them would have to sacrifice what they do. And she loves doing what she does way too much, and Team Flash needs him way too much. So it just wouldn't have worked. Either side would have been like selfish to make the other give up. So I mean that was just the best decision.
Which is what Cisco got at the end.
But even Barry was out like, dude, if you want to go, dude, do it, man. I'm all for it.
But they fucking need Cisco.
Barry's out like, man, I'm all for it if you got to go, man. Like, it's going to suck to have you be gone, but I'm like...
But Barry was only doing that so they could take down DeVoe.
I'll take you down, Tonio.
You're just mad because I'm telling the truth.
Oh, they finally took down DeVoe, so I'm glad because I got a little... Him having like 80 different powers at the end, like, for what? What do you have all these powers for?
I really like that scene when he was walking through the hallway and he was just making mincemeat out of all them guards and shit. That was really fun.
And he just manhandled all of them.
Yeah, and he was just like...
You know what that kind of reminded me of?
Nah.
That scene in Legion where he's just like walking through the entire like place and he's just killing every guard like all nonchalant like.
Is that in the second season?
No, the first season.
Because that happens again in the second season where because now the demon whatever, he's inside of he's inside that one dude and he's inside Lenny, and they're walking through these hallways and they're just like dancing around and singing, and they're just like snapping their fingers and shit and turning people into ash or like fish and fucking I was like, what the fuck is going on in this second season, dude? This shit is crazy. I shot you guys some fucking video of it last night while I was watching some of it.
Still have not even tried it.
Oh, you gotta watch Legion, dude. It's batshit crazy, dude. And if that's how Legion comics are, dude, I started picking up Legion comics. Marvel has a new Legion run. It's number 1 started probably like 3-4 months ago. I started picking that up. I haven't read any of them yet. My to read pile's fucking huge, dude. It's half my fucking long box.
Oh, what else? Flash.
Flash, man. High expectations for season 5?
Not really.
Not really.
There was the 2 seasons of just like a step back. They went through the Arrow phase, so maybe, yeah, I guess. Arrow kicked it up in season 5. We'll see.
You think they might learn their lessons from some of the mistakes they've made?
Yeah, they can pull an Arrow because they went through the whole lull thing. What Arrow did with season 3 and 4. Well, it was kind of just stupid. A lot of it. I mean, underrated. Wasn't bad. It was
every scene, even though DeVoe was kind of boring, we still got random scenes with Nora, and those were always interesting. We're always like, oh man, who's she? And then she reveals herself in the end. She even helped save the world. She helped Barry save the world in the end. Whatever, she kind of flashpointed some shit. So like, I don't know, man. Maybe that's how she created her own Flashpoint. Maybe there's actually a twin, because there's always been a twin, Dawn and Dawn, or Dawn and Dane, or whatever their names are, that were like Barry and Iris's real kids, like in the comics. Maybe there's an actual twin that's like evil or something that she accidentally created. I don't know, man. I have speculations for season 5. I don't have necessarily high hopes, but I have a lot of speculations for season 5.
We don't need an evil twin that the protagonist has created. We don't want another emo Barry.
Yeah, Savitar stuff. I swear Savitar should have been Jay Garrick. They had a perfect setup for that. For it to be a future Jay Garrick.
Yeah.
Because you left him in a Speed Force. And he said, I'll come back. I will come back to get you. And it could be like he never came back to get him, and he grew angry and resented him, and it became Savitar. It was such a great setup, but then it just turned out to be some freaking time remnant of Barry.
Yeah, fake Barry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what is this?
It wasn't even like a real future Barry. It could have been like a real future Barry. Of like, you can't.
I want it to be Eddie Thawne.
Yeah, because Eddie Thawne could be back. Because Flashpoint fucking changed a lot of shit. Eddie Thawne could be back. Like,
not even that, but just because like at the end of season 1, his body went into, I believe it was the Speed Force.
I don't know. I'll be back.
So like, imagine being 3 years in the Speed Force. Yeah, like, remember his dead body went inside the Speed Force?
No, I gotta go back and look at it.
Yeah, because like his Barry was opening up a pocket dimension, like with his Speed Force, and then Eddie shoots himself, and then like he starts his fight with Eobard, and then at the end of it, Eddie's body goes inside the Speed Force.
Okay.
Or in the little pocket dimension that they make. I believe it's a Speed Force.
Yeah, he would have been a good one as well. Anything been better than...
Yeah, because, like, imagine, like, Eddie Thawne being inside the Speed Force. He actually gets healed by the Speed Force. And then, like, he's stuck there for 3 full years. And finding out that Barry, like, the love of his life, is doing great. And then they just let him die.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, he would be thinking that Barry took his happy ending, so he's going to take Barry's happy ending away from him.
They can still use that.
They could. It would just have to be like the same actor would want to come back, because he did come back for like season 2. Because
I think it was last season or season 3. It was season 2 with something with Z, I think.
Yeah, like Barry goes back and he records Eddie, and then gives it to Iris as a recording.
Yeah. But
this is why I'm saying we should be writers for we should be writers for the CW.
I'm telling you, they just take a lot of our ideas. You see, they listen to us with Supergirl.
And then we'd be creating new villains too.
Where?
No, just saying.
A villain that they should make Eddie Thawne into a villain because of him being they could have made it that he went inside when his body went away. When his body went away into like the little vacuum, they could have just said that was the Speed Force and that he was stuck in the Speed Force that entire time. And then while he was in there, he started resenting Barry because he was getting his happy ending with Iris, and that should be his happy ending. And then, he could have been Savitar instead of a Time Rem.
Okay, so there's 2 better Savitar theories than what we got. And we've expressed more than enough how we should be writing for CW instead of some of these people that are writing for CW, because for one, we're probably way bigger fans. Even if we don't know the lore necessarily, we can easily just go quick up and just go and brush up on it and be like, all right, and then go and decide what are the best stories we can incorporate with the toys that we have. And then just make the best stories.
Exactly. And then even then, we could create new villains. We wouldn't have to necessarily keep up with the same villains too.
Yeah. There was so many people when Arrow was coming out, Arrow's just a fucking because CW can't do Batman, they're doing Arrow, and they're giving Arrow Batman's villains. And they kind of were, but they kind of not, dude. They were giving Arrow villains, and they were
as long as they didn't go to
story. And,
as long as they didn't give him the Joker, I think it's fine. Start giving him Clayface and Joker and all them, Killer Croc.
They almost gave Arrow Harley Quinn though.
I know, but they pulled the plug on that real quick.
Yeah,
it did. You fucking heard her voice for a quick second, and then they were like, "Nope, we're not doing that."
They were able to pull it off though because it was a Suicide Squad episode, and Harley Quinn is a Suicide Squad member. That's how they were able to pull off that little quick cameo of just a voice,
And then they went with Cupid.
I'm Cupid, stupid.
Cupid worked out.
It's not like they were just trying to pull Harley Quinn just out of nowhere, and do that type of shit, dude. They did it smart, and they did it and I don't know. I didn't have any beef with it. I actually enjoyed that cameo, and I was like, all right, that's cool. They can't afford to use her, but they can. I get it.
I mean, yeah. I kind of feel like they were going to do a Suicide Squad show, though. I think they were discussing that. I think it was going to be Diggle and Lila with Amanda Waller, Deadshot, Bronze Tiger, Cupid, and I guess whoever else.
No.
Boomerang, maybe. I really feel like they were going to send Diggle away. Diggle and Lila do a Suicide Squad show.
You're giving me a headache.
Hey, good. Waller is gone since they shot her.
Huh?
I said since Amanda Waller is gone since they shot her.
Yeah.
Yeah. They killed her off, and
Well, yeah, Diggle and
Deadshot.
Lila would be the new Amanda. Yeah, that would make sense. Like, oh my god, but
I'm like, damn, way to go, CW. Like, actually, like, went for the kill. Damn.
yeah.
Well, they did that
Like-
because of the movie, though.
Yeah.
Same with Deadshot.
Yeah, that's the only reason is like we have to kill our Amanda because CW or DC has Amanda.
CW Deadshot was actually good, though.
Oh my goodness. Why can't they just get along like Marvel does, where Kevin Feige's just like, I don't give a fuck what the shows do, and the shows are all
I think
like,
at this point the general public would understand it. You know, the general audience. I think they would get it, and they wouldn't really trip off of it that much.
Yeah.
If it was two of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because they explained the multiverse so well with Flash and Supergirl. It's like, okay, we get it now. You know, just do it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
the
not
movies
even
are their
that-
own
and-
thing.
And then that could even hint towards like, well, maybe the shows could possibly because then the DC EU could possibly cross over with the Arrowverse, but like which Kevin Feige stated was never gonna happen with the TV shows and the movies. Whatever, the movies will or the shows will reference the movies maybe, but the movies will never reference the shows, but this
I
could
will
be a
say
whole
that
different
the
thing.
Defenders. I will say that the Defenders could have been in Infinity War in the beginning when Stark and Doctor Strange were in New York fighting Ebony Maw and the other one.
Yeah.
The Defenders could have been there. I will say that, but whatever.
They would have gotten their asses handed to them, though.
They what?
They would have gotten their asses handed to them, though.
Oh, they would have absolutely, but still, they would have gotten destroyed. I get that.
Like Tony Stark would have been like, "Sit back, kids. Let the adults handle this shit."
Yeah.
Actually, he probably would have been impressed with fucking maybe not Iron Fist, because Iron Fist is
He's nerfed
he's
so
nerfed
much.
as fuck on the TV. But Luke Cage, he'd been
Maybe
impressed with
Luke.
Cage
I was
and Daredevil,
saying
for
maybe
sure.
Luke. Maybe Luke and Jessica. Maybe them.
Yeah. What do you mean he's so nerfed? Iron Fist has that god tier soundtrack. That's enough to win the fight.
He does have that god tier soundtrack, but so
Besides the
Luke Cage has
soundtrack,
a god tier soundtrack too. So fuck out of here.
besides Iron Fist soundtrack, he is nerfed like hell. I mean, I don't hate Iron Fist show like a lot of people do. I actually like it, but he is.
I enjoyed it, but I gotta say that the choreography for the dude that plays
Wasn't that good? Yeah, I get that.
it's not the greatest.
It wasn't
And
that
when it's a martial arts specific like Marvel TV show, you expect it to be at a higher quality.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that. I mean, I think the fight between what's her name, Colleen, and the one guy, the other dude in the rain, I think that was pretty decent.
Because they could actually pull off the choreography.
Yeah, theirs is pretty decent. But I mean, I get Danny's choreography wasn't the best. I mean, it was better in Defenders, I think.
It got
But
better,
it's not-
but it still wasn't that great.
Yeah. So he's nerfed. He's nerfed, but I feel like, I mean, they all would have got their asses kicked. But if anyone had a chance, it was probably Luke and Jessica. I mean, they might have been okay in Wakanda.
Daredevil would have been dope in Wakanda.
Yeah, they might have been okay in Wakanda fighting the army there.
Yeah.
None of the Black Order, but the Outriders they could have fought. I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Michael B. Jordan would have handed them their ass.
He would have.
But having some of the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and shit, and the
Quake would have been great.
If you had like Quake in
Quake
there,
would have been great.
Quake would have been handling some shit, dude. Fucking Coulson would have been fucking just like giving out good ass orders and shit. 'Cause he's smart as fuck. He's been around since Captain Marvel, dude. He's coming back in Captain Marvel as a fucking younger Agent Coulson, dude, like a fucking rookie Agent Coulson.
Ward would have been great in Wakanda. Freaking Ward is he's better than Oliver.
Yeah, Ward would have been fucking dope, dude. Having Fitzsimmons up there with fucking Siri and fucking doing that shit, dude, or Suri, whatever her name is. And
Shuri.
Yeah. Dude,
I have a feeling they didn't take Tony to Wakanda because they didn't want Suri to laugh at his tech.
She's gonna laugh at it anyway.
Exactly. She's gonna be like, "Oh, nanotechnology, how cute." I remember working with that when I was 7 years old.
Probably. Hopefully they meet in the Avengers 4. A lot of people say she's gonna become.
What if they make Suri like the next, like a kind of like a Riri Williams character, where she becomes like just like an Ironheart,
yeah,
Panther,
Ironheart, because she's already a Black Panther in the comics, but a lot of people wanted to be Ironheart.
Do they?
Which they
pretty much like threw like a little reference to it when she raised her hand when like they asked, does anybody want to contest to being Black Panther, and she raised her hand. That was pretty much their little Easter egg to it. The little throw for that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I expect good things for her character, dude. She's awesome. She's funny. She's a great actress, dude. I like her a lot.
Yeah, she has my favorite line in all of the Black Panther movie.
What are those?
No, not that one, but like
stupid.
The shoes. She's like, I designed these new shoes, and she's like, I called them sneakers. And I was like, I just fucking died.
It took like a second to get it, but like, oh, come on.
I was like, that fucking pun. Oh, that was so fucking great.
Oh my goodness. All right. So
I was like, when I first heard that, I was like, yeah, big deal. Everybody calls them sneakers. And then I was like, oh, wait. Sneakers to sneak around. Sneakers. Ah.
It took like a split second. It took like a split second to get it. And I was like, oh, shit.
That was one of those fucking, me and my buddy Kozar, back in the day, we came up with this term in the night, this was early 2000s. We came up with this term, movie theater humor. It's like that type of joke you only laugh at in the theaters. And that was one of them, where I just sat there and I was just all like, oh, fucking movie theater humor right there.
You mean like movies you laugh your ass off in the theaters?
Yeah,
like
when you watch it back at home, you're like, why was that so funny?
Yeah.
It was like an in-the-moment type of humor.
Yeah.
All right, so we pretty much covered all of them except for
Gotham now.
We're on Gotham, which is the piece de resistance.
Oh my god! About a month and a half ago, maybe I did a Gotham mid review. It was Gotham and what was it? There was it was just an entire Gotham mid review where we just reviewed all the entire characters and stuff. So like. This we can just delve deep into fucking story and plot and just all this crazy shit that's been happening. Because this was before the big Jeremiah reveal, or it might have been right around the big Jeremiah reveal, and so like, yeah, oh my god, dude, this shit was crazy.
Wait, how far in Gotham, Jake?
Like the Mr. Freeze episode in season 2.
Shit, dude, you are so behind.
I know.
See,
I don't even want to spoil it now.
Nah, go ahead. I mean, I know about the Joker stuff. Only thing I'm confused about is like which one of them is the Joker.
All right, so Jerome is dead.
Yeah. which by far is my favorite Joker.
Jerome is dead, dude. He got killed. He fell off a building, dude. Like Gordon tried to save him, but he was all like, "No." He's like, "No, dude, fuck you. Clip. I'm gonna die."
Yeah, I saw that clip. It was kind of like the '89 Batman.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So he's legit dead. He's not coming back. He's finally dead. He's been killed like twice now, and he came back, and now he's legit dead. But now Jeremiah, like,
that was like a whole fake out, wasn't it?
Now Jeremiah, the new Joker.
Jerome, he made some Joker gas specifically for Jeremiah to make him go crazy and become the next Joker.
But he said that fucking gas. He said that gas was just like, it didn't really even work on him, dude. He was already crazy. He was already gonna be doing that shit, dude. Like, but that could have been the gas saying that shit. I don't know.
It was the gas because he just wanted to prove that he could actually do more than Jerome. Jerome was just crazy. He's smart and he can get things done, unlike Jerome, is what Jeremiah was saying.
Yeah.
Jeez,
but
I gotta
say, one of the real reasons they did this. One of the real reasons they did this is low key is the makeup to keep on doing fucking Jerome with the whole because since his face was cut off and he stapled it and sort of sewed it back on or whatever, that makeup was like really super expensive to keep doing. But they really wanted to keep his character. So they made this loophole into fucking keeping him on and still being the Joker and still keeping him on the show.
But he's like, he has a different personality though.
Yeah, I know, but they already knew he could pull it off. They still wanted him to be that role, but and keep him on the show or whatever. But the makeup was super expensive, dude. Like, that was one of the low key reasons why they did this dynamic switch.
But it was so good. I loved the fact that it was cut off with like the staples on it.
Yeah, everyone loved it, but it was like I've seen it in multiple interviews where he kind of hints at it, dude. Like I watch a lot of these. I watch a lot of this stuff on like on YouTube or whatever. Like where like
it's yeah, I've seen quite a few interviews with him, and yeah, like, but like I would have preferred if they kept it with that.
A lot of people would, but he talks about how it was a pain in the ass to do it, and it was and you know, like, but I kind of like this new Joker, dude. Like the new Joker we got, and I was kind of hoping they were gonna hint that they might even have a triplet. Like, I was hoping Jerome was gonna live at some point. Like, I wasn't hoping he was gonna die, but then I was gonna hope that Jeremiah is gonna be a Joker, and then they have a triplet brother that also becomes. So then they could go on with the comic book canon 3 Joker theory.
Yeah,
well, it's not a theory. It's canon in the comic books, whatever. But they could play that off in the Gotham TV show as well. So like, you never know which Joker's fucking doing what fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, I have a feeling like that Jerome and Jeremiah aren't gonna be the Joker. Like, I have a feeling what they're gonna do is they're gonna have them be the two different types of Jokers, and then the third one is gonna be the actual Joker.
Yeah.
Like, because like so far, like, it's just like the two different two different types of Jokers that we've seen are like the crazy Joker, and then we got the well-dressed Joker, you know, like with the fucking 3-piece suits, which I fucking enjoyed that
type Joker.
Yeah, like Jeremiah, like that part I really liked about Jeremiah. Like, it was fucking cool. And then
it's funny how you said it that way. Well-dressed Joker with a 3-piece suit.
Yeah, dude. That's the fucking Mark Hamill Joker, dude. Fucking that's him right there, dude. Like, that's Joker, man. That's
I know it's just how you
said.
I know it's just how you said it. It's just like I had this image in my head. It's like I don't know.
He's got the.
That's okay.
Like, he really should have had his pants flooded though, with his socks raised up, dude. That would have been more Joker-like, you know. But like, I don't know. This dude really had some nice swag though. When he came up rolling, he came up deep into fucking GCPD, dude. He came up rolling deep, but he's all like, dude, fuck you, me, dude. I got bombs planted all over this city. And he starts blowing. He's all like, just to prove my point, I'm blowing up this one right now. Boom! Like, what the fuck? Joker, you're crazy. I love you.
Yeah, I want to see more of this Joker. I want to see what they can do. And then
what happened with
I have a feeling.
I don't remember what happened with Ivy, dude. Did she just disappear after she got defeated a couple times, and now she's just running around and she's gonna go metamorphosize into another hot chick, or like what's she gonna do?
How do they keep doing that, or why they keep doing that?
But what they should have stopped after like the first aging and not kept it going, because like by the time Bruce would hit 25, she would be at the right age that that the real Ivy would have been at, which would have made a lot of sense. And now she's gonna be way older than Bruce.
Yeah. She's not gonna be here to be sexy enough for Bruce to be all like being enticed, you know, like.
Well, I don't know about that. She could be. We don't know how well she'll age.
Well, actually, to make a reference to the old Batman and Robin movie, dude, she was trying to entice Dick Grayson over there, or whatever. But then he put on the fucking silicone lips so he couldn't get poisoned by her fucking whatever that she does with her lips. Ugh, imagine getting your a fellatio.
¿Me puedes llevar al arroz? La tienda al arroz.
That would be interesting. You'd be in love with her forever.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I saw the Scarecrow design. That looked pretty badass.
Scarecrow is really cool in this show, dude. He's dynamic.
Oh my god.
Scarecrow's one of the really cooler villains, dude, like in the show.
What?
And he's underutilized so much, dude. Like and that's probably what makes him really cool, is because you don't see a lot of him. And then when he pops up, you're like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, fucking Scarecrow.
You know what? That reminds me. You know how Scarecrow's in the Injustice 2 game?
Yeah.
Does any of that technically happen? Like his fights? This is all like.
I don't know. I don't know much about Scarecrow.
I mean,
Scarecrow can have a size every now and then, but not always.
He what?
He can have a size, but not always.
No, I mean like, because it's like the gas, right? The fear gas.
Yeah, it's mainly the gas that like he uses.
So like when he's fighting in the game, does that technically happen since he uses the fear gas to change into who he's fighting as?
Right there, Mom.
It's a nitpick, but still.
I don't know.
I know, it's just a nitpick, but I mean, if he's using the fear gas to show them their fears and he's fighting them, that doesn't really happen through their fight.
So, my only really nitpick about this season is the whole fucking Barbara Keene and the whole like her becoming the fucking leader of the League of Assassins and shit, dude. Like that, none of that.
Is that what they're doing with her?
They did. Oh yeah. Like it ended right away because it ended because they ended up resurrecting Ra's al Ghul after Bruce Wayne killed him last season, and then so then they brought him back to life with like the drop of Bruce, like they got a drop of Bruce Wayne's blood, so they brought Ra's al Ghul back to life. So now there's like a division of the League of Assassins that still follows Barbara Keene, and then there's like the main League of Assassins that still follows Ra's al Ghul. So like Barbara Keene she's got like all the women. Like it's literally like she's got like all the women fucking League of Assassin members, dude. Like it's like dude, are they really playing this card? Like fucking
they're doing
women against men, fucking League of Assassins bullshit, dude. Like are they really playing like this fucking?
It was weird that they made her the next Demon's Head.
Yeah.
But like it's weird but it's funny how they just took it away from her right away.
Yeah.
Also, I quick let you know, guys, my phone will die like in like a certain amount of time. So if I cut off, like just keep going without me.
Okay. All right. So let's get some other Gotham main points before you can cut off, man. What are some other main points you want to get into some Gotham?
Bruce and Selina, they finally got together until like Bruce is like, I have to protect Gotham. I can't worry about Selina anymore. I got Gotham to worry about.
Yeah. Like, their relationship is so ping pong, dude. It's so back and forth. It's I don't know. They're either so close, well. Or they're either like buddy or fucking like holding hands and like almost making out or whatever, and then or they're all like fuck you, dude, get away from me. It's like there's no in between with those two.
Which is actually good because that's like kind of how they are in like actuality in the comics. Which I'm glad they put that in the show.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes they love each other, sometimes they hate each other. Sometimes she wants to kill him.
Yeah.
Sometimes she wants to throw her in jail.
Well, yeah, because he like.
And they're like engaged now in the comics, aren't they?
Something like that. And then Spider-Man comics made a spoof on it, and a lot of people got so mad.
Oh, it was Black Cat and him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading about that.
Yeah, people got so mad. It's like, why can't people just have fun, dude? Like DC and Marvel, dude, they don't hate each other, dude. They like each other's competition, dude. Like they get along with each other. Like, come on now.
And then either way, like the artists and the writers, they like go back and forth from DC to Marvel.
Yeah, yeah.
So like they don't really have any hate for like either one because they
want each other to be successful, because if either one dies, dude, the industry dies, dude. Like if either of DC or Marvel ever fucking collapse, dude, fucking the whole fucking industry collapse. And like I know there's Image and Dark Horse and IDW and Boom and all of those or whatever, but they aren't really strong enough to fucking keep the fucking build the foundation and keep it back, like build it back up, you know, like. So the companies love each other, the fans hate each other. I don't know, dude. Fandom is toxic. I've talked about it enough. I want to get Luna on an episode where, like, when we talk about like toxic fandoms and shit like that. But like that's for another day. We're talking about Gotham right now and how much we love it, and we might have some nitpicks here and there. But we love the fucking show, man. Otherwise, we would not be talking about it because we wouldn't watch it to be able to talk about it.
Before my phone dies, let's talk about this moment.
Yeah.
When Penguin killed Butch. How cold was that moment? Like he's like, Butch, I just wanted to let you know that I really thought of you as a friend, and then boom, just kills him.
Isn't he Solomon Grundy though now?
He is Grundy now. And Grundy can't die.
I think his phone died.
he might have died.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can get. Yep. He's off now. Hopefully he can get back on. If he gets somewhere. I know it sounded like he was driving his mom around.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is Solomon Grundy now, and yeah, he killed him, and yeah, he fell into a swamp and shit, and then that swamp water turned him into Solomon Grundy, and then he came back as Solomon Grundy. And he started out like as like basic Solomon Grundy, like as you know in the comics, where he's all like just like a Frankenstein fucking Superman, you know, not like unlike Bizarro Superman, which is just a retarded Superman. I don't know if I could say retarded, but I'm going to a retarded Superman. I always make this joke where I fan cast Walt Jr. from Breaking Bad to play Bizarro Superman.
Bizarro Superman.
You know Walt Jr. from Breaking Bad?
Oh, okay.
To play Bizarro Superman.
Why?
Because he has a Superman look to him. Like he has the good hair. He has like. But then he has the cerebral palsy or whatever, so he can make a good, like, a retarded Superman. I don't know, like, I don't know if he really has cerebral palsy in real life, but he did it in Breaking Bad. So, like, I don't know, like, it was funny to me, because I like dark humor. Come on now.
I guess.
Damn it, Dalen.
I only saw like 5 episodes of Breaking Bad, so I'm trying to get an image of him.
Look him up. Just look up Walt Jr. on Google.
I think I'm getting his face mixed up with the guy who played Scarecrow in Batman Begins, but
yeah, and dude, there's so much dynamic shit that happens in Gotham. You got Leslie Tompkins.
He looks like him.
Leslie Tompkins is now taking care of like this poor part of Gotham, whatever. She's like the kingpin of this really fucking like rural fucking just like
He's only like 25.
Huh?
He's only like 25.
Who, Leslie Tompkins?
No, the guy who played Walter Jr.
Yeah, but I picture him as a good fucking Bizarro Superman, dude. Look at his good hair. Bizarro Superman still has good hair, and he's got this strong jaw and shit, dude. He's got a good Superman face, like a good Bizarro Superman face. Just look at that shit.
I guess.
I'm not pulling it up on my screen at all. I still have Gotham images up, but I'm not pulling them up on my.
I thought they were teasing Bizarro in Batman v Superman when he was recovering from that nuke that he tried to hit Doomsday with, and his face is kind of fucked up like Bizarro's.
Bizarro Superman would have been a better villain than Doomsday.
Yeah, he would have. But so now what we got.
Because Doomsday has to be sent by fucking Darkseid, dude. Like I mean, not necessarily, but like, there's so many different backstories for Doomsday. But like, I kind of like the one sent like he's like some creation by Darkseid using all sorts of different fucking alien races, fucking genetics and shit, dude. He's like this ultimate fucking being.
You talking about Doomsday?
Yeah.
I think the main one is that they the one where the Kryptonian scientists kept like throwing babies into radiation or whatever, and finally one survived, and it was Doomsday.
That's crazy.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Like,
it's kind of fucked up.
Fucking leaping planets or whatever, you know. And like, I don't know, man. Like, there's so many different things, dude. Lex Luthor creating Doomsday, dude. That's not the coolest one. And I liked fucking Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor, dude. I liked his character, dude. I thought he was really fun and entertaining and fucking.
He wasn't as good as I thought he would be, but he was still fine. I mean, I didn't dislike him. I thought he would be more of a standout for me, but standout for me was Batman, obviously. So.
Yeah. So back over here to Gotham, man. Oh my god, dude. The Riddler ends up fucking start fucking around with Leslie Tompkins or whatever because they're because he starts out, dude. He's not smart anymore, and he teams up with Grundy, and so he's wandering around with Grundy or whatever, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna help you get your fucking body back, and you're gonna help me get my brain back, and they're like, all right, dude, team or whatever, but somewhere in Enigma's conscious, dude, he still has that like Lord Frieza type fucking cunningness in him, dude, where he's still that manipulative fucking asshole. You know what I'm talking about? Dude, like, I don't know if you're familiar with Dragon Ball Z, dude, but fucking Lord Frieza was a cunning son of a bitch, dude. He's just fucking just out there.
Yeah, I remember Frieza.
And how Edward Nygma's portrayed in this show, dude, he's just always just up there. He's always thinking like he's like a chess dude. He's always like a step ahead, dude. He's always whatever. And that's what he does with his riddles, dude. He fucking tries to fucking like, oh dude, I'm way smarter than you. You'll never figure that, you know, like he's arrogant about how fucking much smarter he is, and now he's lost that, but he still has it in his subconscious or whatever, so he is still trying to play Solomon Grundy, but he doesn't know that he's trying to play Solomon Grundy. That's how fucking deep in his fucking subconscious he is with this shit, dude. Like, he really thinks he's on the same team and whatever, but then when he starts figuring shit out, he's all like, he's like, oh yeah, dude, I really can't, like, oh my god, dude, it's done such in a genius way, because like, I don't remember how he lost his memory or whatever from the last season, but when he comes back into this season, he's just all like, oh, he's just like distraught or whatever, like, oh. It was just done so beautifully. And then he meets up with Leslie Tompkins, and she helps him bring back his original self. And now he starts combining the two, like, because he's kind of like former Edward from season 1, but but the subconscious is way deeper from fucking the Riddler subconscious is way deeper, and like into his psyche because he's been that way for so long now. So now Leslie Tompkins comes in or whatever, and she brings him back or whatever. So now he's like actually trying to like bring in a balance of Edward Nygma and the Riddler, and now he's like almost like completely sociopath, dude. It's fucking awesome. Like his like transformation of how he can play both roles now, and he like the mastery of he has of it. It's It's beautiful. You gotta catch up on this shit, dude. I'll watch 100. I'll watch all. I'm already watching 100, but you gotta catch up on Gotham, man, dude.
I do plan to do it because I want to get caught up before the last season. So
yeah, the next season, I think it's gonna be the last season.
Yeah, so I got like 2.5 seasons to burn through. But
just like I've also heard that season 7 might be the last season of Arrow.
Well, they have like a contract for 7 seasons, so if it goes beyond that, it can. I guess it just depends.
It can, but there's just rumors that it's gonna be the last one. So it's gonna be like Barry and Kara and the Legends fucking holding down.
I mean, they can still have Oliver. They can still have Oliver. They can still bring him back for like crossovers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like if it ends with him. Like actually retiring.
Yeah.
So he can just live his life with like Felicity and William or whatever. And they could like something happens, they just get him back for the crossover. It's like, okay, I'll suit up one more time.
start a Defenders show.
Defenders is Marvel.
No, what the fuck is the name of Superman or no Batman and the
Justice League?
No, fuck, where are my comic books at? Where's my phone?
Outsiders?
Outsiders, yeah, start an Outsiders show. That's what I say, start an Outsiders show.
I think the next show is going to be Batwoman. And they were talking about maybe she can be that replacement. That
they are bringing her into the Arrowverse.
Yeah, she can be that replacement for like that gritty vigilante show.
Yeah, they could probably revamp Birds of Prey. Cause their first Birds of Prey show wasn't that good. I watched the whole season of it. I was like, this isn't really that good. That's why it got canceled, I guess.
I mean,
they tried hard. You could tell they tried hard, but it just wasn't that good.
Yeah, I've seen like pictures of it, so the concept looks like okay. I'll pass. I think the Huntress is like
if you
the child.
If you bring in the actresses we have now, like the new Huntress, the new Cupid, the new fucking you bring in Laurel. You bring in
Birds of Prey can be just Batwoman, Huntress, Black Siren.
Yeah, you bring in all those people in for a fucking Birds of Prey show, dude. Give it 8 episodes for its first season, and then give it 16 or whatever for its second season. Boom, it'll be a hit, dude. I swear to God.
Or 13 usually. It's like a mid-season premiere kind of thing.
Yeah. I swear to God, it'll be a hit. Sometimes they just make these shows too long just to fucking stretch out airtime, dude. Like, I swear to God, like, there's a lot of stuff they can just cut out of this stuff, and like they just stretch out too long. And like,
I don't mind the 22. I don't mind the 22 episodes. It's just sometimes some of the episodes are kind of filler.
If it's a good show, like some of these good shows I'm watching, like Westworld or Legion or Preacher or whatever, they have like 13 episodes or whatever, and they get that shit done or whatever. If they had more episodes, sometimes I think I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna get kind of bored, whatever. Like sometimes I think that like 13 episodes is all you really need for a season, you know, like especially if your shows are not an hour long or 40 minutes long without commercials.
Yeah, I understand that. Listen, I got about 10 minutes. I have to go clean up. So.
All right. So I don't know, dude. Gotham just kicks ass. The season finale was like really cool, dude. We got fucking just Joker just like taking off, and like he didn't get caught. He's out there. A lot of people are just out there who fucking Batman's really close to becoming Batman, and
I wonder if it's gonna be like a time jump at the end of it though, to show him as Batman or like suiting up as Batman,
maybe,
something like that.
Because this show has all of the same beats that Smallville had. All of them.
But he's older though, at least.
I don't like Smallville. Actually, as much as I don't like Superman, I actually kind of enjoyed Smallville. I like the first 4 seasons. I watched the whole entire series. I really enjoyed the first 4 seasons, and then afterwards I'm like, dude, this is getting way too crazy. And then I just started thinking about Marvel what ifs, and I'm like, alright, so like, this is just an alternate fucking world or whatever, where fucking Superman takes care of all of Superman's problems before he's Superman.
That ended with him
the
like
Justice League before he's Superman, and fucking
Smallville ended. It was like the actor, he didn't want to actually
never
ever
wanted to
see
be in
that.
the suit. Yeah, he
Yeah, it's
said
like,
he never wanted to
why?
be in the suit.
I was like, why, man? What's
So
wrong with
then at
you?
the very end, they teased him at the fucking. They're gonna do the exact same shit with this, with Gotham. I know they are.
I mean, I always say this, but I feel like it should end with like a time jump and like Gordon's on the roof after shining the bat signal, and he's talking to somebody, and it pans over and shows like the cake.
I hope they give Gordon like a fake mustache that looks
And
like really bad.
he's supposed to have the mustache next
Yeah,
season.
I hope they give him like a fake mustache that looks really bad. Like I really hope they just give him some like this fucking like this tape on mustache. Fuck yeah, like that. Oh my god, I would love it so much.
I do need to catch up though. I do plan on it. I have so many shows though.
All right.
I still gotta get. No, I said I got so many shows. I still gotta catch up on like a bunch of the Marvel Netflix shows.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on Jessica Jones season 2.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. I haven't finished Daredevil season 2. I haven't even started Punisher.
Punisher's really good. I think you'll enjoy Punisher.
I don't know. I've heard mixed things. I'm not too sold on Marvel Netflix anyway.
I think you'll enjoy Punisher, dude. It's one of their better ones. I
know
enjoyed
Jessica
it a
Jones
lot.
is my favorite.
It's kind of slow. It's kind of dark, but it's violent as fuck. And I don't know. I don't know. It has a lot of realism to it, dude. It's really real because it's Punisher. He doesn't have powers or whatever. He's out there fucking just being Punisher.
Capping people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Jessica Jones was my favorite one of all of them, besides Defenders.
Hell yeah. So, we're going to wrap this one up. Everyone's losing time. We lost Tonio. He ran out of battery. Dalen's got about 6 minutes left of life. Everyone make sure to just tune in, like and subscribe. I do a show with a buddy of mine, Nasser, that everyone else hates in the world.
Nobody hates him. Don't lie. Don't lie. Nobody hates Nasser.
That's what the show should be called. Everyone hates Nasser. We don't have a title for it. It used to be called On the Road. The last one we did is called Long Box. It's 13 Reasons Why Riverdale is Trash. It's a 13 Reasons and Riverdale episode where we just do a review on that stuff. I'm surprised I'm surprised no one brought up Riverdale at all.
You should make a show called 100 Reasons Why I Shouldn't Ruin My Career by Arguing with People on Twitter. Yeah. That's the next show. That's what the next show should be.
Oh, dude, I could totally troll him into making those things. He listens to my show and he'll hear that, and I could still even troll him into.
He won't listen to this though.
Doing that. No, he will listen to this.
No, because he says it's too long.
Oh yeah, it is. It's about 3 hours in now. Oh fuck. I didn't think it was that long. I thought we were still about 2 hours. Oh man. So everyone just like and subscribe and leave your comments below and tune in next time. There's gonna be another Versus episode coming up soon with Zachary. I think that's gonna be next week, and then the week after we're gonna do our part 2 for Once Upon a Time and Supergirl. And what else is gonna be on there?
We'll probably revert back to everything else anyway. So.
Everything. There was gonna be some other Once Upon a Time and Supergirl at least, and there was another show. I know it's in the group chat. I don't know.
I know. Cloak and Dagger starts next week. I mean tomorrow. So I'll probably bring that up.
Oh shit.
That'll have a couple.
Starts after.
Starts tomorrow.
Well, this is uploading Monday.
Yeah, it comes on Thursday. So
Thursday. I'm gonna have to check that shit out, dude. I'm looking forward to it. Cloak and Dagger. Check out Cloak and Dagger. Check out all the good, great TV shows that you wished for that you had when you were a kid growing up in the 90s. All we had was Lois and Clark. And
we're lucky now. I don't know why people complain about these shows now. It's like, dude, we didn't have all this shit 10 years ago.
All right, we'll see you guys next week, and everyone take care. Later.